Well, hello everyone. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be in the world. Welcome once again to the Coach's Corner with Hanno Cholip, and I am your co-host, Manny Tangadarai. And we will once again be covering the whoopsie daisies. There we go. We will be doing a watch along for the AC Milan Chelsea game, probably the most interesting of the 8 games going on tonight. This will be the return clash at the San Siro Stadium, with Chelsea having won their earlier clash 3-0 at Stamford Bridge. And obviously, the Milan team then were a little bit weakened with a few injuries, and they've got a few injuries right now, so they've made a few changes to their side. And as for Chelsea, they've started life under Graham Potter much better and are looking a lot more comfortable right now. At the moment, some live updates from the other Champions League games. Manchester City have been making heavy weather of things against FC Copenhagen in Copenhagen. Basically, what has happened to them is that it's nice to see T-Boys TV is in the chat. Evening to yourself, brother. Thank you for coming along. Now, of course, what happened was that City have been the sort of victims, if you will, of some rather contentious, yet perhaps correct, um, refereeing decisions. Actually, VAR decisions. They had a goal which was disallowed for an accidental handball. They did have a penalty awarded in their favour after a handball in the area, which was saved by the Copenhagen keeper, Polish international Grabara. And I see Mr. Trollope is in the chat. Evening, son. How are you?
Yes. Sorry, I was a
Yeah,
bit late. Just had to something up, but yeah,
don't
luckily
apologize. Don't
morning
apologize. Don't apologize.
did the
Yeah.
right thing and started on the right time. So yeah, big up money. Hello,
Thank
Tyler.
you.
Big up yourself, and yeah,
So
she's respect.
lateness is not greatness. So I didn't want you to be disappointed in me. Yeah.
Lateness is greatness. Out the Chels. Uh, big up Matisse. Big up Matisse. Lateness is greatness. That's yeah.
Okay. Well, I was
Yeah.
just talking
Continue
about
on
the
what you were going to say.
yeah. So I was just talking about the Copenhagen City game, and I've been watching a lot of it. Um, I was just saying that City have been the victims right now of some rather contentious refereeing VAR decisions. Like I said, they had a goal disallowed due to an accidental handball. They had a penalty awarded in their favour. Oh, so you've already got the ticker, have you? My apologies.
Yeah, I got the ticket.
Yeah, you're well prepared. Very
So
well
yeah.
done. They had a penalty awarded in their favour, which was saved by the Copenhagen goalkeeper Kamil Grabara. And on VAR check, one of their players, Sergio Gomez, was sent off for a professional foul just outside the penalty area. And fortunately for City, it wasn't punished with a penalty. So they're still holding on. It's still 0-0. This is probably one of the rare games where VAR has been used properly, and the referee has had his reputation saved in a way. Although it must be said that he wasn't really able to find out those things immediately. So I think VAR is here to stay. But personally, are you really a fan of it, or do you hate it? Be honest again.
Um, I think it has its good. I think it should stay, but there should be uh, some some adjustments made to that. Like just I think there should be like maybe a camera in the VAR room because we don't know how the VAR room looks. We all we know is they have lots of monitors. Maybe they just have like 2 monitors. We never know. Maybe we don't know how that looks. Maybe I have a cam there and um, mic up these referees like so we can hear what they're saying. I know like sometimes you don't
Yeah,
want to hear what the ref and the linesman are talking about, but something like
yeah,
that.
yeah. I like the idea of miking them up. Necessarily, I do like the idea of miking them up. The only problem is if the referee cannot speak English which might be more of the universal language, and it could be a problem. But I know that you will see in the NFL games, for example, they mic up the referees. And having watched many NFL games, I do like that aspect to it, both on the television and also 3 times. I've been to the Raymond James Stadium to actually twice I've seen the Buccaneers play, and once I went to see the University of South Florida Bulls team play. So those were good fun. Obviously, that doesn't happen in collegiate football, but in the NFL, it is par for the course. And we've got a few
Yeah.
chats over here. Ryan from
Yeah.
Huddersfield Town Fan TV.
Mhm.
Evening to you.
Evening. Fine. Yeah, Tyler, I saw that. Uh, I voted. I voted. And yeah, no.
Yeah, I'll get to that. I'll find your channel and
Tyler,
vote on that.
I'm I'm going to be honest. I voted no. I just don't like it. Just Liverpool content. I just think stick with what you got and see how far that goes. That's just my opinion. But yeah, like VAR, like VAR, just the people running it seem to have no clue. Yeah, that's why I think maybe like have cameras. Don't have to have it like through the whole game. Just have it when they have to make like a big decision. You have them look like, I have them show what they're doing. But yeah, we'll get into yeah. Joel says be up both. Be up, Joel. Man. Be up, Joel. Absolutely legend. Um, fair. Yeah, I saw the poll was also 50-50. I just wanted to check what the poll was, so I went on to uh, my private account and just looked at a poll. I can remove my vote. So first I voted yes and see what the vote would do. They know, see what it would say, and then unvoted. So see just what the poll is like saying. Craig says be up, be up. And yeah, of course, people. I couldn't get out championship and Champions League um, uh, videos. So I'm just going to give you guys my predictions and stuff. So first of all, I have told them along that on this. So basically, I could have maybe recorded a video, but I I realized this too soon. I thought 9:45. I thought I went on the Sky Sports website. I thought that was my time because usually when I Google stuff, it goes over to my time, but it was indeed UK time and not my time. So I messed up on that. But yeah, so I'm just going to give you guys a quick like preview of what I thought, what I think will happen, and so you look Wigan versus Blackburn, of course. Blackburn, they're doing really well this season. They just on the playoff spots in seventh, but they it's still it's still a tough game for them going away to Wigan, and of course they're playing and of course it's a midweek game, and usually um, they they rest players for these kind of matches. So yeah, so yeah. I already said on Instagram. I reckon a 2-1 Blackburn Rovers win. I reckon Blackburn do it. It's over weekend. I just have this feeling, but again, maybe it can be a draw. You know, Tyler, and his predictions said a draw, but yeah. Bristol City versus Preston North End. Uh, like, now, of course, Preston. We saw the other day a game that just wasn't 1-1 or draw, 0-0 draw. Preston in a Preston game. I think it was this weekend or the weekend before. I think so. But yeah, so yeah, but Bristol City, I think they're not all that, but like they're not what people are like saying. or their fans are saying, we're going to get top for playoffs. We're going to get into the playoffs. Yeah, go on, Bristol. Yeah. Nah, I reckon this is going to be a boring game, 1-1. And yeah, um, so yeah, that's my, so yeah, that's mine. Let me get into the chat. What's this? Be up, Joel? Yes, be up, Joel. Great. I'll carry on. Yeah, unless you feel like you're just bored of it, unless you, or it's not getting as much views as you would like. Uh, and unless it's something like that, then maybe change it. Like if it's something to do with the views of the streams, not doing that, or maybe you just want um, to focus more on your two teams, Liverpool and Luton, then of course you can do that if you want. So, or maybe you can just might be extra work, but you can just record like you do with the Asha show. Maybe just record it separately. Use Anchor. Is it, then maybe I don't know. If it's something, if you want to change it, maybe depending on views or something like that, then yeah, then definitely you can then you can change it. Like it's something to do with in it starts getting that much views, like Premier League predictions, the Premier League reviews, uh, and you're not enjoying doing that type of content, then I think you can maybe change it. But yeah, uh, if you're up for it, I know you might be tired because you woke up early. Like every time, like I wake up, which is like 6 p.m. my time. What? Yeah, 6 p.m. Let's say 7 p.m. when I go uh, uh, on. They say 6 p.m. UK time when I go on Insta. The past 2 days, I've seen you on there being active, so I know. But yeah, and yeah, Naismith. He has done some errors. Yeah, yeah.
Is that Stephen Naismith or who's he talking about?
No, what's his name? Naismith, Kyle Naismith, or something like that. Something with a K. And
So which
definitely.
team is he representing? Luton.
Tyler is Luton. Naismith is uh, Naismith. Tyler is Luton. Naismith is Bristol City. Kyle knows. Yeah. Is
Oh,
it
nice.
Kyle or Cal? I think it's Cal. Yeah. I think it's a L. Yeah. Cal knows.
Yeah. Cal must be short for something. Yeah. Oh no, it's not Cal. Cal Alexander Naismith playing for Bristol City.
Yeah. It was at Luton last week. So yeah. But yeah. Uh, let's see.
Hmm.
I can try. I'm sure busy too. I'll
Former
just
Scotland youth player who never made the senior team.
make no work now this week. So gonna sleep that. Yeah, mate, enjoy. But yeah. Like I said, if you want to, yeah, it's doing important. We used to play for Luton last season. Yeah, if you, I will send you the link. You don't have to jump on if you're busy. Then then you don't have to because I will keeping my eyes on the scores. But yeah, I will send you the link. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Then you can just be backstage. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So of course, yeah. Uh, Tyler, what time are you? Is it? Are you doing the prem review? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Uh, what time? What time? Also, I can, if you want me on, I can. Then I have to kick money. Then I have to kick money off the team. Is it fine with you, money? Okay.
Perfectly okay.
Okay, wait. Wait, I can do it from my phone. Hopefully it works this time. Hopefully. Plus, wait. Let me just 3 or 4. Mm, I can maybe do 4. That's it's tied to money. He, he asks you.
Not an issue. Yeah, by all means, as long if you want to just work with him, that's perfectly okay. And yeah, that's fine. Not an issue at all. Make sure you come on, mate.
Okay. So yeah, I will sort out everything now. So yeah, just want to get into my prediction. So of course I use Super Brew, people. If you want to use it, please, please do. Just don't use it for the wrong reasons, please, people. Don't use it to 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 gamble, please. I'm part of a pool which is for free, so that's what. Okay, just just remove money. Um, I know. Okay, but yeah. Money. Will you give quickly your thoughts on the Milan Chelsea game and the score predictions, um, and everything regarding Chelsea
Yeah,
Milan game?
yeah.
And you can
I
even go
actually,
into the lineups.
yeah, I will, because I actually do have the lineups ready. Obviously, this is going to be a game which Chelsea will need to win because they've started well under Graham Potter with win and a draw in the Champions League and 2 consecutive Premiership wins. But they will need to continue to build on this to make sure that their season will be up and running. But it looks as though now they'll be back to playing their strongest team after bringing in a few players against Wolves, who frankly didn't put up any resistance, and Diego Costa had no service whatsoever. So my predictions for this game are Chelsea to win 3-1 because I definitely don't see that much in terms of actual strength in the AC Milan team to withstand Chelsea's attack, who will resort to something like their first choice 11. The only exception, of course, being perhaps being Fofana, who was, of course, injured at Stamford Bridge. And that's a nice segue, in fact, to bring you the team news. So, we will start with AC Milan. Obviously, once again, they're starting with the Romanian international Tatarusanu in goal because Magnan is still injured, and I don't even think he's on the bench today. No, he's not. So instead of Serginho Dest and Balotelli as the wing backs, they've gone for um, Pierre Kalulu and Theo Hernandez, who will actually be captaining the side today. And Tamori still keeps his place, but Gabia has now moved into the center, so Kalulu will be switched to the right as opposed to playing in the center. And it's a 4-2-3-1 formation, so it will be Ismail Benasser and Sandro Tonali who will be the defensive midfielders playing in front of the back four. Brahim Diaz comes into the team. He will be replacing Charles de Ketelare, who I think was injured, is not even on the bench. And then you have Rade Krunic in the middle, Rafael Leao de Conceição, and Olivier Giroud up top. So 4-2-3-1 as they were, just with a few changes in their team. And a few names on the bench, of course. Croatian international Ante Rebic. Dest drops to the bench, as does Balo Toure. Divock Origi, a Champions League winner with Liverpool, and the rest of the other players. Pobega also made an appearance at Stamford Bridge. And now for Chelsea, who have a 3-4-2-1 with Reece James and Ben Chilwell as left backs. It's Trevor Chalobah, Thiago Silva, and Kalidou Koulibaly. Chalobah, of course, came on for for Fofana in that match. And we have Jorginho and Kovacic, who are the two central midfielders in between the wing backs. Mason Mount, Raheem Sterling, and Aubameyang. These three were the ones who were combining well for many of the attacks against Milan. Aubameyang, of course, had that goal. Mount was very unlucky not to score, as you know, and and I think Sterling also. I don't remember if he scored, but as you can see, this looks to be Chelsea's first 11 so far, the 3-4-2-1, and I think this should be more than enough to give them a game. Obviously, Azpilicueta drops to the bench, as does Christian Pulisic. Both of them played against Wolves. Pulisic had a goal. Azpilicueta had a starring role as well. Armando Broja also is still on the bench, but scored against Wolves. Dennis Zakaria is on the bench, but he could come on later. Ruben Loftus-Cheek also, in fact, is on the bench. So I believe it is Jorginho who comes in for him. And then, of course, we have Conor Gallagher, who's on the bench. Kai Havertz, Cucurella, Chukwuemeka, and Chukwuemeka. So this will actually be a very strong team that's out there, and of course, a very strong bench. They should definitely have too much for AC Milan, who probably might be a little weakened, although Benassa, Tonali, and Krunic will have a lot to say about that. Diaz coming in could lend a little bit of pace and a little bit of width, perhaps, but we will see what happens. So
Yeah,
this could end
yeah.
up being another game where Chelsea will look to dominate. I'm going for a 3-1 win. I don't think Kepa will keep a clean sheet, but attacking wise, there should be enough going. And one thing which will be interesting, of course, is the return of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang to the San Siro, where he played for a little bit, had the honor of playing with Ronaldo Il Fenomeno, and had a lot to say about him during his time at the club, and a lot of good things, rather. So Giroud obviously coming up against his former club, as is Tomori, and this will be interesting, but Chelsea should win 3-1. What's your prediction?
My prediction is 1-1. It's just going to be scary. Well, Theo Hernandez is, of course, back in Milan. He didn't play in that first leg at Chelsea, and that's why we saw at the likes of Rafael Leao not being so effective, I think. But yeah, let me just give you guys some team news. Of course, Chalaba is forced in. Of course, was Fofana that played last week. I think is injured, and Thiago Silva is also playing in his 100th Champions League game of his career. Claudio Koulibaly is also in defense. In the same front three as last week. And the other change is where Jorginho will captain the side on his 200th and appearance for Chelsea, partnering Mateo Kovacic in place of Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Reece James and Bencho continue in the wide positions. Just when you be up for yourself again for this question, why is Jorginho starting? I just don't get it. Um, I think one of the reasons he is starting is, of course, that it is against an Italy team in Italy. So he will know how to control the tempo, when to up the tempo. And I think, like it says there, 200 appearance for Chelsea. He has experience. I think you, maybe some people would have wanted Ruben Loftus-Cheek to start. I get that, but again, Potter is gone with experience. He's gone with with Jorginho, and yeah. AC Milan have made three changes to the starting 11 from Stamford Bridge as Theo Hernandez returns from injury to captain aside from left back. Brahim Diaz, of course, replaces Charles the Glatterer, supporting Oliver Giroud and Mata Mattia uh, Giba comes in for Sergio Des. So this is basically almost a full strength AC Milan team. Um, I think the only injuries that is keeping them out for not being a full strength team is the first choice goalkeeper, I believe. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, the first choice goalkeeper, Mike Miangen,
Manian.
and then Simon Kaya, the Denmark centre back. Oops, sorry for that, people. And then I think also their right back, David Calabria, an attacking midfielder, Alex Salmaker, and the strikers, Artan Ibrahimovic. I think are some of the other main injuries they have, and that's just not letting them be a full strength team. But yeah, the Blackburn versus Wigan game, I think it's about to kick off, and yeah, Spurs, Manchester City drew with Copenhagen 0-0, and Maccabi Haifa slapped up Juventus 2-0. Got spanked. What a But yeah, so basically why I went 1-1 is because Milan, they have the one, if not the strongest 11 back hack, and it's at the San Siro. I won't be surprised. But in saying that, we got Harry Potter as our manager. He's going to wiggle that stick and spread some magic onto that pitch. We have seen in the few games he's been in charge, the, the tempo has been higher, the pace is we have countered. We as Chelsea fans have been crying out for under Tuchel. Tuchel, or how can't we've been asking how can't this place just be quicker in transitions? We're seeing that under Graham Potter. So I'm nervous, but yeah. Again, now let's move on to Borussia Dortmund versus Sevilla. We're just going to give our predictions for this game. I'm going 4-0 Borussia Dortmund. What are you going with, Money? Just for prediction.
2-0 Dortmund.
2-0 Dortmund. Okay. Celtic, Celtic versus Glasgow, of course. At Celtic Park, it's a difficult place to go. But yeah, what do you think, Manny? You guys can see my predictions 1-1. I think this is going to be a bit of a tough game for both teams, but yeah.
It will be a tough game for both teams, and I'm going for a 2-all draw. There will be goals. Celtic will score in front of their home crowd, but their defence is very, very shoddy at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, people again. Uh, wait. Chelsea fan or wait. Yeah, Chelsea fan. Can you do me a favor? Can you check on that WWE stream? Can you watch it or does it say blocked in your country? Because I just got an email from YouTube. There's a copyright claim on the WWE thing as we just went through some video clips. So yeah, it's that. So screw YouTube, screw you. Yeah, just when if you can just quickly do that, just to see if the people in the UK can watch it. That's all. Because most of my viewers are from the UK. So and of course money was in India. But yeah, most of the people. That's what I'm trying to
Yeah,
say.
I mean, I don't watch your WWE streams anyway, Hannah, because I'm not too
Yeah.
fond of that. If you were doing an NFL stream, I probably would watch it, or an NHL stream. That would be exciting. But WWE is not for me, baby. And Dinamo Zagreb against Salzburg, I'm going for 2-1 to the Austrians.
2-1 Salzburg. I think Zagreb are good at time. But yeah.
Yeah, listen,
Uh,
I know they beat you in Zagreb, but I think they've overachieved with that game.
hmm? potentially. But yeah, just Juventus is. I think they will win this time. I'm sorry, 2-1 AC Milan. Yeah, again, I won't be surprised. I, I won't be surprised. But yeah, PSG versus Benfica, of course, they drew 1-1 last week. I think I'm going to go to, of course, there's rumors, well, statements coming out that Kylian Mbappe is going to leave the club. Uh, I have to go PSG just because it's at home. But yeah, what do you think, Manny? Who won this game?
2-1 Benfica is a fair prediction. I'm going for
Yeah,
that too. And as for
2-1.
Mbappe, I think it's fair to say that the issues between him and Neymar are becoming a little bit unbearable. I'm surprised that they want to let Mbappe leave because, from what I had gathered, the French coach Galtier made it very clear that he wanted to have the best of French talent in his team. So, if he decides to leave, then it could be seismic, but we'll see what happens. We've got sports talk in the building. Chris
We
Mossing.
have Mars.
Hope you enjoyed Thanksgiving, eh? Good to have you along, sir.
Uh, Chalaba Oba time. You know, Mars, you know. My Super Brew. Yeah, mate. Super Brew is just like, it's easy, it's easy. I have 2-1 Milano and 3-2 PSG. Fair enough, fair enough. Uh, can I get, I see that. Okay.
Yeah. Now, apparently, I'm
Okay.
watching television coverage of the game, and I think, BBC is a little bit, outdated. They have Krunic playing alongside Benassa and Tonali in a 4-3-3 with Diaz, Giroud, and Leao up front. I think this might be an attempt to try to counter Chelsea's formation, but of course, Chelsea are playing with what is effectively a 3-4-3 with Mountain Sterling can come up front, so
Yeah.
maybe that might be a sign of fluidity. This might be the original formation they wanted, but I don't know. Let's go.
Okay. Shakhtar versus Real Madrid. Quick fair prediction, money for that.
2-0 Real Madrid.
2-0 Real. I'm going 2-1 Real. I think
Hmm.
it's going to
A
be
lot of
a
eyes
bit
are
of
going to be on Mudrak today. Going to see how he plays. I just think Real Madrid will have a bit too much for him and the Ukrainians.
yeah. Moss says it was a good Sunday dinner after NFL return. We don't talk about Sunday. What happened in the NFL? Um, so some farms eat the likes. How many? How about 10 men Man City 0-0? Yeah. And Maccabi Haifa helping Conte come closer to you. Moses 2-1 Real Madrid, yeah. Atletico Madrid versus Club Brugge, of course. Club Brugge, top of the group. Atletico Madrid may be going to Europa League. Whoa, whoa.
Not if Alvaro Morata can have anything to do with it. Obviously, that loss to Bruges
Morata
set them
Asia.
back, but I think he will come good, and Madrid will come good in their arena. I'm going for a 2-1 Madrid scoreline.
I'm going to one Club Brugge. Now, people, I am really good in these Champions League predictions, of course. I am really good. So trust me, trust me. Napoli vs Ajax. Ooh, this is a tough one. Let's go. Oh, it's at Napoli. 3-1 Napoli. Right. Yeah. Money. Your prediction.
Oh yeah, 3-1 easily Napoli. Ajax, they're just all powerful right now.
Napoli. I mean Napoli.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now, yeah, Dortmund 3-1. Jeez. 3-1 Dortmund. No, to be fair, I said 4-0. So yeah. Barca, of course, versus Inter Milano. International. Barca, of course,
Mhm.
lost last week. 1-0, and I said 1-0 Inter. I said it. I was the only one who said Inter win. And you guys What? Thought I was crazy. Nah, I know. Come on. Nah, this one, inside the camp now. Also going to one. And 2 nil. 2 nil boss. At that camp now. Uh, Atletico 1, Club Rouge Bruce.
You didn't get my prediction, son, for
Yeah,
Barca
go on.
against Inter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go on.
I think there will certainly be goals in this game. I'm going for Barcelona to win 2-1. They
2-1.
have to keep their campaign alive. And apparently, some papers have put out a story saying that Barcelona still fear the Bayern effect to the point that Bayern might deliberately lose to Inter in their final game in order to muck Barcelona over for the Lewandowski transfer.
Uh,
Conspiracy theories are not just limited to politics, everyone. They're rife in sports as well.
yeah, okay. Yeah, definitely. 2-1 Barca. I don't see Inter scoring. I don't see them scoring. That's why I think Barca 2. I swing 2-1, but I don't see Inter score. That's yeah. Money by Leverkusen with Sports. Of course, both. I think bottom of the group. Just check. Quiz. What group? What group are they in? The group.
Hey,
Oh yeah.
actually, Bayer Leverkusen are second, Atletico Madrid at bottom, but it's goal difference is separating everyone.
Yeah. I said
Um,
Bayer Leverkusen will come last in their group. So
hmm. I'm going for a
that's,
2-0 to the Germans at the Bayer Arena.
I think 1-1. Yeah, 1-1. A cheeky 1-1. Glasgow Rangers. Ooh. At Ibrox, at Ibrox, you never know against Liverpool. Liverpool shaky. Trent gone. Diaz gone. Who's going to score for Liverpool? Who's going to score for Liverpool? Money.
Ashes to ashes and dust to dust. If Salah doesn't score, Firmino must. 2-0 Liverpool. And Joe Gomez will do
2.
a good job at right back.
Okay.
Rangers offered nothing at Anfield.
Mm,
And so
game.
the players are coming out onto the field. We see
Yeah.
Rafael Leao
Okay.
following Olivier Giroud.
Okay.
We see the
Money.
Chelsea players. Yeah.
Okay. Right. Uh,
Oh, yeah, Bayern
there's
Munich.
the there's the rest of the game. Just quickly go through them. I'm just going to get my
Oh, yeah, as I said,
glasses or something.
okay, so Liverpool to um, beat Rangers 2-0. Rangers offered nothing. Marseille against Sporting will be a very interesting clash. Sporting beat Tottenham, but have struggled a little bit. Marseille recovering. Marseille to beat Sporting 2-1 for me. Spurs against Frankfurt should be an easy 2-0 win for the Lily Whites. Frankfurt have been not really offered very much at all. And nothing really to see here between Victoria and Bayern. 3-0 for the Germans. And now we see the players standing for the Champions League anthem. And of course, the customary niceties and protocols will follow. Uh, a nice meeting between Stefan Pioli and Graham Potter, and now come the handshakes. Obviously, a lot riding on this game for AC Milan. Chelsea do have a little bit of momentum, and you will also think that they will be eager to do well. Confirmation of the lineups. Tataru Sano in goal, Romanian international. Theo Hernandez, Fikayo Tomori, Gabi, and Kalulu are the back four. It is a back three with Ismail Benazir, Sandro Tonali, and Krunic. And Rafael Leao and Brahim Diaz are alongside Olivier Giroud up front. So clearly, an attempt to try to counter the 4-3-3 formation, the more fluid 4-3-3 formation that Chelsea will be playing. We will
Yeah.
see if that three-pronged attack will have any real effect.
Oh, wait. I see.
And we see the teams coming together in the huddle. Obviously, Ismail Benasser was captain in the earlier match at Stamford Bridge, but now Theo Hernandez comes back into the team ahead of Balo Toure, who drops to the bench. And obviously, with Dest on the bench, Kalulu has been moved to the right, with Matteo Gabbia coming into the center of defense. The referee for tonight's game is Daniel Siebert from Germany, with assistant referees Jan Seidel, Raphael Fulton on the field, and the VAR referees as well. So VAR played a very big role in Manchester City's game tonight. I wonder if for this Premier League team, it will have as pivotal or cataclysmic an effect, rather. And then we see Olivier Giroud covering his face with his hands. I'm not too sure why. Now for Chelsea's lineup. Kepa in goal. Back three, Kalidou Koulibaly, Thiago Silva and Trevor Chalobah. Congratulations to Thiago on his 100th Champions League game. Jorginho returns to captain the team on the 200 Chelsea appearance. He'll be in the midfield alongside Kovacic, James and Chilwell as the wing-backs. Sterling and Mount will be supporting Aubameyang, so also a 4-3-3. And we will see how they counter Milan. So effectively, the teams could cancel each other out. This might come down to which team probably has more pace up front. I see a lot of pace in Mount and Sterling, and this could very well be an interesting game. So, about to kick off.
Yeah, and they
Aubameyang in the centre circle. And they've kicked off, yes. Chelsea are attacking in their away strip of all white from left to white.
Okay.
Right.
Manny?
Yes?
Did you give your predictions for the last two games?
Yes, I did. 3-0 to Bayern Munich, 2-0 to Tottenham Hotspur, 2-1 for Marseille, and 2-0 for Liverpool.
Okay.
So, Chelsea, having already started in the AC Milan half, Mount making a cross pass, and Koulibaly now has it. Chilwell now has it. Sterling, Chilwell again. Back to Koulibaly, who passes it back to Kepa. Takes no chances with a short pass that finds its man. But AC Milan are coming back strong. A header, though, goes straight to Kepa.
Okay, I'm just quickly going to give my predictions for these so you guys can see. I'm thinking 2-1 Liverpool. 2-1 Liverpool. Sporting Marseille. I back Sporting 2-1. 2-0. Go 2-0. Okay, Tottenham versus Frankfurt. It's going to be 2-1 Tottenham. No. 1-0 Tottenham. 1-0 Tottenham. 1-0 Tottenham. Bayern 4-0. 4-0 Bayern.
Okay, so there was a free kick for AC Milan, and now Milan have an attack down the right, and they win a throw. Brahim Diaz coming into the game. Obviously, starting today, he came on at Stamford Bridge. So there seems to be probably a somewhat faster team now for AC Milan, so pace could decide everything. Kalulu overlapping. Tonali. Back to Kalulu. Tonali. Intercepted, and Chelsea now have it. Sterling.
Napoli gonna beat my Ajax. I am afraid. FC Porto. Base Estorio. Base mid. Oh, that with Leverkusen. 2-2 with Leverkusen. I Hanu and the guy with the correction. Big up yourself, Wolf. That's money. That's money. He supports also, but it is a realistic one. It's not a one that's crazy. So,
speaking of Arsenal, of course, they will be playing on Thursday against Bodo Glimt in the Norwegian Arctic, and I will be covering that on another channel. Catch me on Danny AFC TV. We will get together on Thursday nights to cover the Europa League games, but also have a little chat. And also, he also does a lot of streams on certain days of the week. Do catch him. Really good guy, good company, good fun. Of course, as fun as this fella, who's also really delightful, Mr. Chalobah here. AC Milan throw.
Oh, you're just a big take. Inter, you're just a bitter Inter. Go on. Who's,
Are you
come
trying to
on, Wayne.
heckle?
How's that a
Are you
foul?
trying to
Nah,
heckle AC
screw this.
Milan?
How's that a foul? How's that a
Well,
foul?
well, simple. I mean, obviously,
He
Theo
got the
Hernandez was
ball.
fouled,
That's
and
ball.
we'll take a look at the highlights right now, Hannah. It looks as though Koulibaly was in the center of that. Yes, that's a foul. You can't complain. Hernandez was smart enough to poke it away, and Koulibaly
Ball.
caught him, and now there's a free kick.
Mm.
4 minutes gone. Andriy Shevchenko, a very special match for him, having played for both teams. Obviously, won his share of Champions Leagues, but was on the losing side for the AC Milan team against Liverpool in 2005 when both his extra time shots and his penalty was saved by Yedzi Dudek. The miracle of Istanbul. Who could ever forget that? And of course, this year's Champions League final will be in Istanbul, so I don't think Shevchenko is going to want to be in the stands for that. No chance. Gabia, who's come back into the team.
uh,
Kalulu down the right.
wait, most is how can get in more realistic with top of the league dominate. And it's dominant, sorry. Also, Fanny must be having the time of his life. Yeah,
Hey, hey,
obvious.
hey. Cool as a cucumber. The only thing I'm missing is the sunglasses. And to Mr. Mossing, yes, we're top of the league. I'm happy. But look, we still have to play Man United. We still have to play Chelsea. We've got return games against United and Tottenham and Liverpool to come. We also have to play against several of our bogey teams, including Brighton and Hove Albion, who will be determined to do well under their new manager. Let's all wind our necks in and celebrate, pop the champagne when the season's over. And so, after a bright
Yeah.
start for Chelsea, it looks as though Milan have gotten more of the possession and more of the edge.
Okay.
Tamari to Gabia,
Yeah.
to
Okay. That's
Kalulu on the right, back to
okay.
Gabia, and
You
back to
saw the
Tamari.
invincible like the Dolphins 1972. 1972, mate. Half of the people weren't alive then.
I
It's
wasn't
living.
born then.
Gee, not even money was born.
Yeah,
19.
that reminds me, Chris, of one song by Hootie and the Blowfish, Fairweather Johnson. Like the Steelers in 75, I only like the Broncos when they come alive. Like the Redskins in 83, of course, they're not called the Redskins anymore. And when the Dolphins are playing well, they're the team for me because I'm Fairweather Johnston. Uh, Great band, had an amazing first album with Cracked Rear View, won a couple of Grammys, but I mean, they sort of faded away, but they're still really, really good to listen to.
Okay. Yes.
Kovacic,
Guys,
Koulibaly,
Tyler is backstage just running the scores. So big up himself for doing that. Yeah.
T-Van. Good to see you. Okay,
Yeah.
so an
Um,
attack down the left,
many sounds of
cut off
coming
by
until
Benacer. But
wait,
Aubameyang now, let's see what he can
finding
do.
him.
Can he find this man?
Morgan Freeman, come out, you fraud. Yeah.
I like Morgan Freeman. I mean, I suppose
Yes.
to answer your question, Mr. Werewolf, he's waiting for Tim. I think he's trying to get away from jail so that he could join Tim Robbins. If you've seen the Shawshank Redemption, you'll know what I mean.
Yeah.
Headed by Reece James, all the way up the field, and
Where did I
Tataru
find
has it,
mine?
kicks it
Yeah.
upfield, so danger averted.
Yeah. I
And
think I
now Chelsea
found
are
him
gonna
on no race talk football. Where did I find mine? I can't even remember.
what?
Remember. Wait. How did we meet? Like, how did we meet?
Must have been Ores Talks Football because that's
Yeah,
the only other
must have been.
stream on which we are.
Yeah, must be.
I don't know if
Oh,
we spoke to each other, but then you found me.
oh, corner,
Yeah,
corner, corner.
not yet, not yet. Corner, but we see now Gabia doing some good work there with his shoulder and shepherding it from Aubameyang. Chelsea do win a corner, so now they're responding. But some good work there from Mason Mount. And you see he was impeded in a way by Hernandez, not seen by the referee. This game could also be quite niggly if we're not careful. Controls it with a shoulder, not a handball technically, so good work from the Italian. But Chelsea have
Chelsea,
a corner.
Chelsea, oh, we are the best. Go on, Chelsea. Go on, Chelsea.
Well,
Man, you're
Chelsea.
just a B-Tech Inter. You're just a B-Tech Inter.
Hey, hey, hey! Defending Scudetto champions, be respectful. Inter aren't doing too well this
Oh
season.
no. You're just a B-Tech. Oh no. Oh
Yeah,
shit.
into the
Oh
penalty
shit.
area,
Oh,
but
oh
danger
shit.
averted.
Oh
Rafael
no. Oh
Leao now,
no. Oh
running
my
really
god.
hard, passing it to Tonali. Crossfield pass
Go
finds
on, Reese. Go on, Reese.
three
Reese
Diaz, but
James.
that
Reese
was
James, my boy. Go on, Reese boy. Go
so.
on.
As you can see, we've got the commentator on one screen and the living room heckler on the other screen.
uh,
Cheeky little so and so.
I
Yeah.
need to ask something. Why the dolphins always make me cry? Why the dolphins always make me cry? Uchi
Hootie and the
and
Blowfish,
Bolton.
classic.
Flash.
So he
I,
knows his. You know your music. Well done, sir.
I don't know. I don't know anything. My whole life friends make us cry, but we still move forward. You stick to your club, yeah. Yeah. Be up, Joe is Binya. Uh, yeah, that's all right. 2-2, he go. I'm going 1-1. Yeah. Morgan Freeman is God, isn't he?
Oh yeah.
Damn it, Dundee United scored. Tyler, what are you doing backstage? What? I want to know what you are doing. But yeah, I'm just going to keep you.
So Tamori
Oh,
once
you're
again,
doing that. Oh,
Benessa,
smart.
but Shaloba
Smart.
can clean up. So obviously Fafana
Smart.
has been a bit of a loss for Chelsea,
Smart. Smart.
but Trevor Chalobah has been a good replacement. What do you think of Chalobah?
Yeah, he's been good, of course. Every time he's played, we have never lost. Oh, ref, penalty, penalty, ref.
Yep. Hold it,
Surely
hold
that
it,
should be a
hold it,
pen.
son. I
Surely,
see Sterling coming
surely.
down the left, right there.
Wow, that
Wait,
should be a
no.
pen.
Wait, maybe VAR will check that and we could have a
Wow.
penalty. We'll see. Because that's what happened in the earlier game, obviously. There was a penalty that was given in Manchester
Replay,
City's favour.
replay.
Too bad Riyad Mahrez, who took that kick, saved it. It's with James now. Let's see if Chelsea can continue their attack. Chalobah
Okay, good.
to James, who controls it, keeps it in.
Oh, go.
Crossfield pass all the way to
Oh,
what looks like Chilwell. Sterling. Chilwell's overlapping. And I don't think he'll get there. No, he won't.
that
Some
should.
good work by Kalulu to shepherd it
Wait.
away. But we're going to take a look at this incident. Maybe VAR will. Yeah, it looks as though Sterling just ran into Benessa and ran into his legs. So not really that much in terms of intent there. Goal kick from the Romanian Tatarasanu, who's
Yeah. Okay.
seems to
Yeah.
be enjoying his
Wait.
run in the team with Manyan
He
being
got the
injured.
ball. He got the ball.
And
People did get the ball.
yeah,
And yeah, Phil Hernandez. Would love him at Chelsea, but of course we got Mr. Chilby and Mr. Cucurella cooking up on that left side. Oh,
yep. You don't need another left back.
um,
Good
oh
quality
yes!
over there.
Oh come on, ref! Nah,
Right.
this
So
ref,
Benessa, but good
this
work by
ref is
Kovacic there.
mad.
Good work by.
This ref is. He got the ball. He got the ball. He got the ball.
We will
He
see,
got.
son. He did get the ball,
He
and
did.
yeah, you really
Nah.
can't give a free kick for something like that. Yeah, that's a poor
This
decision from the
this
ref.
ref is steps up already.
I think maybe to be fair, the ref probably thought that Kovacic went in with his knee first. I mean, got the ball,
Damn.
but fouled him with his knee
Nah.
first. So
Oh
AC
god.
Milan now down the right.
What? Nah, this
Giroud to Hernandez,
ref.
and another. Yeah, so a bit of a reversal of fortune from the last game at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea are now being forced to
No
commit a few
way.
fouls.
How's that a foul? He done nothing.
Trevor Chalobah's the guilty party.
Hmm.
Kovacic did some good
Okay.
work, but it was Chalobah who pulled him
Kepa,
down.
Kepa, go back, go back. He's going to have a shot at goal. Go back. Go back. Kepa, Kepa. Go back, Kepa. Go, go back. Move back, Kepa. Come on. You
Calm
can't be
down,
there.
son. Calm down. They're not going to
No,
shoot until
they're
everyone's
going
ready.
to shoot. Trust me. He's
Not all
going
the
to.
way from there. You'd have to
Not
be
all the
Roberto.
way, but It's going to have a. It's going to hit it. Oh no! Oh no!
You know,
Oh.
that's almost Roberto Carlos territory. Anyone who remembers that goal in the 97 Tournoi de France between France and Brazil will never forget that. An
Oh,
absolute
come on.
banana shot, which
Theo
deceived.
Hernandez, he's so shite. He's so shite. Oh, he's so shite. It's just like Fogden. He's a mug. He's a mug, just like Fogden. Oh, Rev! Rev!
You
How's
know,
that?
if you were at Stamford Bridge right now, you wouldn't be out of place. And it looks as though, tactically speaking, AC Milan have done their job well. I
Go
mean,
on, Rev.
they
Thank
haven't
you, Rev.
really allowed their
Finally.
they haven't allowed their wide players or their
Oh
faster
no.
players in
Why
their
are we
team
giving the
to get
ball
too far of a
away?
run. Chalobah to uh, Thiago, who boots that out. Now it's with Gabia. Let's see
No,
what Milan
no.
can do with this.
Go on. Go on, Reese.
Tamori,
Somebody make a run for Reese. What pass is that?
and it
What
has
the?
been given away. So Reece James has the ball to Sterling, and Aubameyang couldn't get the ball, but Chelsea have it back through Jorginho.
Yeah.
Koulibaly,
I'm in that
Chilwell,
too. We have been
Jorginho.
one. Let's get to 10 likes before before it's half time in the
Yeah,
Milan Chelsea game. Make sure to. Oh, great work there by who's that? Oh, Trevor Chalobah. It's the ball neatly. Okay. Jack, if you can get there, that would be great. Oh, 1-0 Salzburg. Salzburg have scored. And it seems like, yeah, Salzburg have scored. Good, and let me see, is there any more goals in this games?
I've got
Yeah,
my
yeah.
ticker up as well,
I
but it's
said I said
a
two
little bit
one
slow.
Dinamo Zagreb. I might be in the mud. Get up, you fool! Get up! What now?
He's up already. It didn't take him 5 seconds to get up, but
No,
um,
we sat down for a few minutes. Gee,
so AC
what
Milan have
the
grown into
hell?
their stride, but Chelsea have had a few chances, not really forced Tataru Sanu to making a save. In fact, neither goalkeepers made a save. Good work there, but clearly Jorginho isn't having anything to do with that. And you get why Potter selected him, because this could very well be a niggly sort of game. So someone like Loftus Cheek would have been frustrated easily. So as you said, Potter wanted the experience and nous of the naturalized Italian Jorginho, originally, of course, from Brazil.
Scored for Dortmund. My prediction is already in the mud. I said 4-0 Dortmund.
Sevilla
No goal
are down
scoring.
and out. They look as though they're not ready for the Champions League.
But they scored. They scored. Versus Dortmund. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my days. Oh
Oh,
my
your
days.
days yet. Beautiful pass from Reece James to
Nice
Mason
seven.
Mount.
Wait,
And
red
some
card.
good work
Red
there.
card for Kyle Tamori. Red card. I don't know
Why are
why.
you spoiling it, man?
Red, I'm not.
That's not fair.
What? Red card? What?
We will see what happens there, but we're going to take a look at the highlights and see what's going on. And yeah, clearly the referee is, being attacked by everyone. It looks as though Tamori had upended Mason Mount, could potentially have been the last man um, before a goal scoring occurrence. So let's see. Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
know.
Clear pull on the shoulder. Clear pull on the shoulder, and this could very well be a penalty as well. So Tamori,
Mm,
putting his current side under the cosh and doing his
I
former
don't
side a
know.
failure.
I don't know about that.
No, 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 no. I mean, it was clearly. I mean, he was trying to impede him, but maybe at the point of Mason Mount falling, he wasn't being impeded. So there could be some controversy there, but
I
Tamori
don't know.
really, Tamori really showed poor judgment under pressure there, and so
I
it could very well be a penalty. But
I don't know. I don't know. I don't. I really don't know about that. And we have Galaxy 26 enjoying the
yeah,
game.
and
Red
the
Ace. Uh,
And the German
that's
referee isn't
better.
having any of it, and he's
I
ordering
don't know.
Tamori off right now.
I don't know. You know, I really don't know about that. Hmm? Papa.
Yeah, I've got a few people in our group chat with Hannah and me asking how that was a penalty, and I mean they called it a penalty because it was
I
a
think I think
last
that's a
man.
pen. That's a pen, but not red.
Yeah,
Not
maybe not a
red
red, not a
because
red.
you look like he did touch him on the soldier a few times, but then he left him, and then Mount like
And clearly
fell down
Tamori is
himself.
distraught. He doesn't like the decision, and the manager's also angrily having words with the linesman right now. So
But yeah, chat.
I mean, it is fair to say that when Mount fell to the ground, Tamori hadn't tackled him. But when you pull someone back on the shoulder, it's a little bit like the Odegaard Eriksson issue at Old Trafford when Arsenal lost to Manchester United.
Yeah.
Soft penalty, but a penalty nonetheless. And it's up to Chelsea to make the most of this.
Okay, come on, please.
And
Virginia. Oh no, it
it
looks like Bamiang. I think. I think that's
No,
about.
it is
No, it
Jorginho
is.
who will be taking it. It is Jorginho who will be taking it. And in between, I believe there was a card dished out to what looks like Mason Mount. Not too sure, but Jorginho against Satoru Sanu. Played against him each other many times in Serie A. Let's see who comes out on top.
Please, please. Why do I have so many nerves about this penalty?
Jorginho standing very still, very still, very still.
Get it!
And he
Jorginho!
sends the keeper the wrong way.
Chelsea! Chelsea!
Satoru Sanu, a very
Chelsea!
weak dive.
Chelsea!
Oi,
Away!
oi,
On the
oi,
Red
oi, 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 oi. Watch it.
Bull!
So a calm penalty. The keeper set the wrong way. Didn't
What?
really dive very much. And Chelsea are 1-0 up in very contentious circumstances, but perhaps against the run of play. But I will say right now that, yeah, you see, you cannot try to pull a person on the shoulder and then you sort of impede that person's movement. And he was sent off because he was the last man. Cool, calm penalty. Saw Tatarusanu diving to his left, stroked it to the Romanian's right, and 1-0 Chelsea. So the Blues are
I,
up
s-
and away. And
I
Tatarusanu, all
don't
he could do is
know if
close his
that's a
eyes and wonder.
penalty. I still don't know if that's a penalty. Manny, do you think that's a penalty?
Well, what I will say is Tamori was rather stupid, and on the balance of play, I would say it's a foul, and yes, in the penalty area, so it's a penalty. So that was a good call there. Because I'm sorry, Fikayo Tamori cannot just put his hands on Mount's shoulder and try and impede him.
Yeah,
If you look
go
at
on, Ray.
the if you look
Give
at
him
the
also Ray. Give your Hernandez also Ray
if you
for that.
also look at the Copenhagen City game,
That should not be a
Sergio
foul. That
Gomez
should not be a foul, to be
was
honest.
shown a red under almost similar circumstances. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that was just a barge. You cannot give that a foul.
Even
But
Kovacic is like, mm, ah, uh, yeah.
yeah.
Mm,
So,
I,
free kick to be taken by Theo Hernandez, the Milan captain.
okay,
Got a
I've put
job to do
on the
now.
poll.
A quarter of
It's
the game gone.
three votes
And
already, and it seems like people agree with the ref. The thing about me, what I don't, for me it's 50-50 because look, of course, Samori dragged him on the shoulder and everything, but he left him for Mount move for a bit, wait, Samori didn't touch him, and just as Mason Mount was almost falling to the ground. Um, uh, so I think he was maybe going down already because he knew there was contact. So, but then again, if it wasn't given, maybe people would say, "Oh, isn't that a penalty? Shoot! Oh, my. Shoot it! Hit it, Reese! Oh, my. That's awful touch, Reese. You're right back. What? Okay. Sorry. Um. Oh yeah. You're muted. You're muted. Wait.
For me, it was a foul decidedly, and by the letter of the law, a penalty had to be given. And Olivier Giroud has now been booked, and clearly um, the Milan players are really angry. And Mount was shown a yellow card in the run-up to Jorginho's penalty. So it's all happening out here. Tempers fraying.
So
Hopefully,
yeah. Let's just go.
hopefully the players can calm down a bit. But what a time to score on your 200th appearance for Chelsea.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ref might better not be doing any more Champions League games. Maybe I think there will be a review of that. Although Elizondo did referee a few games in the 2006 World Cup, and I didn't like his performances at all.
The game has gone soft. It's not like it was in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Um, uh, yeah, Galaxy. That's what I'm saying. Um, that's what I'm saying. That's comments. Every defender does that. They have a bit of contact. Yeah, true. Um, make a bit of contact. If that was Chelsea player, they wouldn't have got sent off. I don't know, but
Okay,
yeah.
so move there from Sterling to Aubameyang.
And yeah, it
Crossfield
seems
pass
like
intercepted
Milan
by Rafael
players'
Leao.
heads has dropped a bit. Liao is not showing the same energy anymore. So yeah,
After 25
Red
minutes.
tomorrow. Wow, what's going on today? Red refs. um, uh, they've smashed the windows on the Chelsea bus and let them find me. Yeah, if I need, they need to change the ref at halftime. I'm
Yeah, well, I don't know if that's going to happen. I mean,
thank God
anything
it's
happens to
not
the ref,
70s, 80s. Then
they
you
could
guys think
abandon the
shouldn't go
game.
for
That's
the
the
ball.
problem.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the problem.
Yes, we are Polly. Um, yeah. So
Sinclairo, good
just
to see you, son. Good to see you. So it's all happening out here. Obviously, a very niggly sort of game. Milan with the
so
throw.
yeah.
Benacer back to
Salzburg's
Kalulu.
leading. Is it Salzburg leading? Sevilla leading? Yeah. And yeah. Blackburn Rovers versus Wigan is still 0-0 in that game also. Yeah. Again, pick up T-Boy CV Tiger.
Yeah.
Was controlling
And
the stuff. So yeah.
Hernandez now down the left. Hernandez
Make
down the
sure.
left.
Oh no. Ooh.
And
Giroud, how? Oh my days, how? How didn't you score that?
well, it's simple. I mean, he probably saw the ball a bit late, and he just couldn't quite get his header on target. But some terrific
No,
work down the right.
surely.
You can see, you can see that Brahim Diaz coming into the game has really made an impact for this Milan team. And yeah, it is fair to say that had he got his header on target, Kepa would have been stranded, and it would have been 1-1. But
Okay. Should I
clearly,
change the?
Kepa isn't happy with his defense, and the manager Pioli is also frustrated.
Okay, so I'm going to
Thiago
change
Silva
the
now.
poll, and I said I asked the chat if it was a penalty. I'm going to change that, right? And I'm going to ask, do you guys think it was a red card? Oh, I have ended that poll. I'm going to start a new one. Should it have been a red card? Because I see many of you think it shouldn't have, but maybe some of you think it should have.
According to the letter of the law, Tamori was the last man. It was a red card. No ifs, no buts, no coconuts.
Eh? But yeah, Moss says, watched it a few times, think it is a pen. Red card is so harsh. Yeah, true.
Harsh,
Tomorrow,
maybe, but that's the letter of the law. But anyway, it's in the Chelsea penalty
goal
area. It
post
was in the
should be
Chelsea
playing
penalty,
for
penalty area,
tennis.
headed away. But Diaz now, Brahim Diaz, who has looked very lively down the right wing, giving Chilwell all sorts of trouble. Some good footwork there. Nice cross in, but headed away by Thiago Silva. But AC Milan win a throw. So clearly, hell hath no fury like the wounded Rossoneri. They are coming back strong.
Just a bit seconds. Just a shite quartet, so hold us.
Krunic now with the throw into the penalty area.
Oh,
Giroud doesn't
oh,
get it.
where? Foul,
And
foul, where? Foul, where? Yellow card for Sterling. Nah, this ref is mad. He's
yeah,
mad. Surely he's mad.
looks as though he might be a bit card happy, but this game has descended into a bit of a niggly affair, and clearly the referee has to exert some control. He's already
He's
booked
already.
Giroud, he's booked Mason Mount, he's now booked Sterling and sent off
Oh,
to Murray.
come on, nah.
Wait, hold on, let's
No
see what
way.
happens here. Yeah, he got the ball, but let's see if he went in with 2 feet. Yeah, his left foot got the ball, but his right foot took him into Krunic's nether
But
regions,
how's
and
he supposed
clearly,
to stop? How is he supposed to stop? Should how's he supposed to stop at that going that fast?
well, it can't be helped. It can't be
How?
helped.
How? No. Right. Let me just.
AC Milan free kick now. And we're going to see you standing over it.
Right. I will do that. I know what. Okay. No worries. No worries. I don't have to even do that. Okay. So. Uh, uh, Galaxy 26 should have been a pin and a yellow if that. Druid missing headers. Um, it might be the law, but the ref couldn't see anything that happened. They should have went VAR.
Yeah. I get your point, Galaxy 20, but the linesmen were there watching it. And I'm pretty certain that
I
if
don't think the
VAR had checked it,
linesman couldn't
and I'm pretty certain
see.
that if VAR had checked it, they would have
Oh
informed the
no!
referee as such.
You eat your own fans. You eat your own fans. Why are you eating your own
Hernandez with the
fans?
free kick over the bar.
I think that's going to be even land in Wembley somewhere. Jeez,
So
Aqua.
apparently, according
Why?
to our friend Mr. Mossing, Tamari is eligible to play for Canada?
I don't know. I think he was like uh he had three nationalities he could play for.
Well,
I know one
obviously,
is
given
from African and
Nigerian, definitely.
Nice.
Oluwa
Yeah.
Fikayomi Milola Tamari, a professional footballer who
Don't know
plays for
that.
AC
Don't know
Milan
that.
and England.
Maybe
Began his
his
career, of
mother.
course, at Chelsea with the youth team, but was on loan at Brighton, Hull City, Derby, and was on loan last season at Milan, won the Scudetto, and then signed permanently. So he was actually a Canadian youth international and was born in Calgary, Alberta, to Nigerian parents, but then moved with his family to England, where he was raised. Since appearing for Canada's under 20 team, he has appeared for England under 19, England's under 20, England's under 21, and starting from
Oh,
2019.
this ref
Yeah.
is dashing out cards left, right, and center. You know, he's
Yeah, and
card happy.
he
Oh,
is
he's
card
such a
happy. He
boy.
is card happy, and Gabia
Like
has now gone into the book. We're going to see what has
that should
happened for
just be
him
a
to go into the
foul.
book.
No.
Let's take a look and see. Mason Mount now with the ball, and almost a wrestling sort of move there. You can't do that. But I think it's also fair to say
Uh,
that Mason Mount has become a bit of an expert at making a meal out of challenges. So,
so,
I mean, you can see him
no
crying
money.
like a baby and then getting up. Yeah?
It wait, nope. Wait. I'm going to do. Moss says no. It grew up in Canada. Parents from Nigeria and got talked into England and South Clayton playing. Tragic. Why do I keep showing it? I must
No,
learn.
Mr. Sorry, Christopher, I'm sorry. Sorry, sir. I'm reading all the information here. He moved to England before he was one, and he was brought up in England. So all of
No,
these
no,
things can be cited,
don't do that.
and we will take a look and see who is right and who is wrong. But anyway, Tamori is now sent off, and the trophy
Yeah,
for him. Aubameyang
yeah,
now.
Obama
Okay,
Yang,
Kovacic.
Obama Yang,
Yep,
Obama
I see.
who,
Aubameyang.
Obama what, Obama Chelsea mate, come on, see,
Yeah.
you
You know,
douche, Inter,
my biggest
that's a
fear
shite.
My biggest fear is that one day, if he does the flip all too often, and it doesn't come out correctly, he could injure himself. I do not want that to happen to him. But on his return to the San Siro, who else but Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang? Obama who? Obama
Obama
what?
what?
Obama
Obama
Blood
back,
Clot.
yeah.
Yeah. So great word there
Tyler
from Kovacic
Advantage and
and
Justin
Mount combining. Definitely onside. Aubameyang there to just slide it in past to Tarasanu at his left-hand post. He will not want to look back on that with any pride, the Romanian, but
Shoosh.
top quality finish.
Shoosh.
Easy as you
Yeah.
like.
And the flip, baby, and the flip. Go on. 2-0. Now let's make
Mm.
it free. Let's make it free.
So
Let's make it
I see
even
we
fun.
do have another
I want
Arsenal
to
fan over
demolish
here with
them.
us. We do have another Arsenal fan with us, of course.
I
Ollie,
do.
you happy for Aubameyang?
And Moss is also an Arsenal fan. Come on.
Yes, 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 two of them. And he's asking a question. Oh, Auba, how's the Arsenal tattoo on him doing? Uh,
Uh,
I think, Chris, it seems as though you're not very fond of Oba, but let's acknowledge, I mean, he played a big role in our FA Cup win. 92 goals for us. He should have had a legacy with us. Let's remember all the good times. Remember how great he was for us, and wish him well at Chelsea. Yeah.
yeah.
And Bellingham scored,
Then
so it
last
should be
week,
1-1
yeah.
Dortmund. Yeah. Yeah. Checked.
Yeah, 1-1 Dortmund. Be upset for changing that.
Yeah.
Jude Bellingham scored. Ollie's not happy for Oba. Oh, wait.
Can't
What
expect
happened
anything
here?
less, really.
Oh, did they give a yellow? Oh, he give a yellow card again. I think to Milan player.
Another one in the book. Boom,
No,
boom, boom.
honey, no. Don't
Another
pull up
one
the
in the
comments.
book.
Read out the
Boom,
comments.
boom, boom. Another one in the book.
Ooh,
And another goes
Bubble.
in, and another goes in, another goes in the book. Hey, he's gonna get write you up. Another goes in the book. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Rest in peace,
This
Freddie
rep is
Mercury.
card app, you know. Any child gives a yellow card. I want to actually see. Oh no, is Pratt going to give a yellow for that?
Okay.
wait,
Mount there, taken off
let's
the
see if he
ball.
gives a
And
yellow
now it's
to
with
Krunic.
Tonali, but
Oh, Tonali.
free kick
Let's
to
see.
Milan.
Is he going to give a no free kick to Chelsea? Is he going to give a yellow card to Tonali? Let's see. Oh, he gave he, he gave a yellow to the right Krunic. Yes. Yeah. Obama, good goal, just in the wrong shit. Oh, he's salty. He's so salty. I need to stop showing up the comments. Just leave the mouse. Put it all the
And
way
there
into
is
it.
a
A good
substitution
goal,
being
just in the
made.
wrong shit. Honey.
There's a substitution being made for
But
Milan. It looks as though Brahim
then more
Diaz is coming off,
defensive, I think.
and they're bringing on Serginho Dest. So Dest
Going
is
a bit
normally a
more
right back,
defensive.
but no, because they've already got I think they've already got Kalulu who's playing at right back. So Dest will perform the role of maybe wing back. They could go into a 5-2-2 maybe, and
Oh, wait. But here goes into sorry, Milan. Milan, Rafael Leao on the left. Oh,
yeah,
and
Leo on the left.
right. Reese. Oh, Reese
And
is
some
locked
good work there
him up,
from
you know.
a combination of Reece and Koulibaly coming to the rescue. Reece James now down the right. Passes it to Mason Mount.
Boy, get it. Ah,
And
almost.
yeah,
Oh, we are the
yeah, just a bit too far
champions.
there.
Oh, we know.
And Tataru Sanu there claiming it.
Okay.
So Chelsea
Wait.
now have the bit between their teeth, a 2-goal lead. Shouldn't that make you
Chelsea.
happy, Hannah?
Yeah, that. Just. Oh, wait. 2-0 lead. Commentators curse, maybe? Nope. Liao
No
is offside.
commentators curse.
Okay.
I mean, because
Chelsea
here's
fans is over. James is evening. James, big up yourself, mate. Tyler says, or T-Boys TV is I like Oba, to be fair, happy for him.
that's the spirit. Be happy for him. And it's a
Evening
Milan corner now, so
James
this could be
says,
interesting. Let's see what happens here.
Ollie, aka DJ Sinclairo, 1-1 Dortmund and a pain in the PSG match. Uh,
So an outswinging left footer
doing
from Theo Hernandez. Let's see who
so.
gets on the end of
Oh,
that.
okay, thank you, Chester, because I know they said
Straight onto Giroud's head like a sixpence, but he balloons it over the bar.
so what? That's how many goals? That's two goals in the Champions League for Aubameyang. Uh, scored two in the
No, but that's the thing. He belongs in the Champions League. He belongs on the big
yeah.
stage. And,
Also
whatever
just
the issues were there between him and Arteta at Arsenal, all I can say is I am very happy for him. And anyway, listen, Arsenal are top of the league. So if they
Barca
qualify for the
scored
Champions League and Chelsea will be there, the matchup between them will be epic. And of course, this coming November, the 6th, it'll be a shootout at Stamford Bridge, which will be the OK Corral for the day.
Yeah, okay. So one of PSG, 1-1 in Dortmund game.
So,
I need
Hanno,
Dortmund to score four.
so
Come
here's
on,
my
yes.
question. I mean, obviously, you've seen 4 games now on the Graham Potter. This is the fifth. And you've seen Chelsea now adopt a formation which has benefited them greatly. Um, Free kick for Chelsea. I'm sorry, Sandro, you
That,
can't do that, son.
that's a free kick. Jorginho doing his thing, you know.
Yep,
I
yep,
did.
yep.
Potter ball, you know. Potter ball.
Yeah, so
This.
are you confident that Chelsea will finish much, much higher in the Premiership than they are now? Thiago
Yeah,
Silva?
yeah, definitely. Because you look,
Jorginho?
Liverpool, they're not that great. Don't know if they will ever catch up. You
Hmm.
look, Arsenal, I know people are saying they are going to drop off. I just want to know when. People can't give me a match or when they're going to drop off. So if Arsenal continue next four, let's say 5 games, they continue on this run, I'm going to be um, really scared of Arsenal, to be honest. Wait, how many games have
Koulibaly,
we played
Chilwell,
in the league?
Koulibaly,
What, 10 games?
Kovacic now,
Maybe even before that. If, if they
all the
reach
way to
like
Thiago
13
Silva,
games, also reach 13
Jorginho,
games and they're still like
Sterling.
in the
Yeah, I heard you.
top of or in the top two, top three. I'm going to be worried about Arsenal, to be fair. But yeah, wait, go on,
Yep.
Reece, hit it. Yes.
Koulibaly
Oh,
down the left. Sterling. Another great pass to Reece James. Can
it's
he
just
shoot?
needs to hit it. Hit it one
Across. No, I mean, he couldn't have shot because Hernandez was coming up on him there. So it was a good
time.
attempt to try to chip it. But I think he probably chipped it a bit more towards the goal instead of towards the Chelsea attackers. But listen, 3.5 minutes left. Chelsea have the bit between their teeth. Even with stoppages, I mean, there will be stoppages to come. They will still have enough time to score. The challenge will be with Milan's new formation, how they can try and rise to it. Obviously, they're going to have to be a little bit more defensive. So it'll either be a 5-2-2 or a 4-3-2. We'll have to see which one works. But I think by bringing Dest on instead of Diaz, a big surprise because Diaz was looking terrific. Maybe Diaz picked up an injury. I don't know.
Yeah.
Um,
Um.
Dest is obviously more of an attacking left back, and Kalulu is playing behind him, who's normally a central
Yes.
defender.
Go on.
So Dest
Go
can
on.
overlap.
Yes.
Um,
Pass the
Dest
ball.
can attack
Pass
them.
the ball, Birmingham.
Yeah,
Come
yeah.
on.
Aubameyang on his own.
Yes. Go on, cover.
Yep, he's passed
Okay.
it. He
No.
passed it back to
Don't
James.
worry.
Why are you
Don't worry.
complaining?
Not yet. Tibo's TV
Kovacic,
says off the phone to my dad.
Nago,
I was saying we were spelling. Then he
Koulibaly,
scored.
Sterling,
Mbappe for the pen. Goal.
Chilwell.
Or link, or is it just you guys? PSG, Mbappe. Only mm, talk with you now. Oba won't play. Scared.
James,
Wasn't so
beautiful
much.
work by James, controlled beautifully,
Yeah.
but unable to get it inside the penalty area. But it's with Chalobah now.
Oh,
To
yeah.
James.
Oh,
Back to
go on
Chalobah.
now. Now he's just having
Yep,
the game of
that
his
is with
life,
Mount.
you know.
Good save from
Mason
Desire
Mount.
Sano.
I know I don't like him, but geez, these few games he has performed. Maybe it was Tuchel. Maybe it wasn't these players. Maybe it was Tuchel. Maybe Tuchel was the main fault. Maybe with capital letters. Um, uh, yeah, Potter so much better team. Tuchel was born. Bellingham got Dortmund's goal. Um, Benfica haven't lost all season. Mad. Yeah, that's mad. Yeah.
So corner into the
Uh,
penalty area, headed
oh
down
no, oh
with
no,
no one on
oh
the
no,
end of that.
oh no, oh no, oh no. Hey, yeah,
Reminds me
that.
of that song.
Oh no, oh no, 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 no.
Another entry to the list of the most irritating songs you will
Oh
ever hear.
no, 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 no. Oh no, oh no, 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 no.
Yeah, I don't do it. I don't do it that way. This is how it is. No, 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 no. That's me. Short, sweet, and a little bit staccato,
Fly
if you
or
will.
something.
Yeah.
Uh,
Hanno is Potter in now. Yeah, he should be
I,
Potter in. Potter's a good coach. Got the
I was
experience.
never Potter out because who else is there to get? Yeah, maybe get Klopp. Maybe Klopp, but okay, he needs a
Nah,
rest
Klopp
from
wouldn't have gone
football.
to a rival in mid-season. But Chelsea have the ball now.
Reece,
Jorginho
Reece,
chipped it
no.
over,
Reece, you
and
can't be injured now. No, Reece. No, he's not injured.
he's not
Just,
injured. But listen, even if you don't have James, you still have Aspilicueta, the club captain.
oh no, no, as we know, no. It's good. We forgot to do our prediction for the time. Sorry about that, people. But
Which prediction?
for at a time, I'm just going to see what they show, how many minutes. Chelsea fan and Milan fan sitting next to each other. You love to see it. Zlatan in the sand.
Yeah, all
Um,
he knows is music.
yeah,
That song
five
is
minutes
annoying. Thank you very
was
much indeed.
was added on. I think which is fair. They took a bit long in the penalty thing. But yeah, let's look at a poll. Ollie, I will send you now the link. You can. Yeah, should have it been a red card? 8 votes now, and 75% says no. 25% says yes. So I think almost like one or two people voted yes. Should have been red, but yeah. Um, Ollie, uh,
I'm going to look and
shut up.
see how well Shakhtar have done against Madrid because obviously they're going to show some highlights, and
Yeah.
we're going to see
It
how
cut
well
out
they've
to
done
me
there.
from my screen. Uh, it's probably
Yeah.
almost up. It has right.
Shakhtar, I mean, I actually had, at a whim, hoped that Chelsea would go through, but it looks as though it will be Real and Shakhtar who could end up joining them. But it'll
Okay.
definitely be between Shakhtar and Leipzig for that second spot because Celtic are so far out of it, it's scary.
Okay. Thibaut Sivier, Tyler says surprise Real Madrid still no
Mm.
no. I rate Shakhtar. Shakhtar are
Still
decent.
0-0 at Celtic Park, though. And now 2 minutes of the five played. Mount,
Yeah, 1-0 PSG.
Jorginho, Kovacic,
Uh,
Jorginho, Kovacic again. Beautiful through ball to Mount, but
Claudio Cunha.
intercepted by Kalulu.
No, no, no. You're not getting passing. Oh, we are the Chelsea. We are the Chelsea. Up the Chelsea. We are the greatest team. We are the greatest team. Oh, we got Rich James. He's one of our own. He's one of our own. Rich James. He's one of our own.
I wonder
He's
what
one
song
of
you have
our
for
own.
Fikayo Tomori.
Rich James. He's one of our own. For Kyle Tomori is one of our own, but he doesn't play for us anymore, so I don't care. Okay,
You
come
should
on.
go to one of these rugby games and sing. I'm sure you got some songs over there.
Guys, we done rugby songs, like not like chants and that. No,
Yeah,
songs like we got some songs, but not like chants you would sing at the
yeah.
game. No,
So,
like
who's standing over the free kick now?
yeah.
It looks as though it's Mason Mount who is now their set piece specialist.
Yeah. Tyler, on the Shakhtar game, if we look at history, uh, of course, I've been in the league the same. Now, the last time they played at Shakhtar, it was 5-0 to Real Madrid. But that previous time, it was 2-0 Shakhtar. And
Yeah,
then before that, it was 3-2 Shakhtar at Real Madrid Stadium. Yeah, that was 2020, yeah, lockdown time.
you're right.
I still remember that game. Shakhtar,
Okay,
oh,
1 minute
leading
left.
3-1.
James down the right.
Sterling just
It
had it.
finds Sterling. What can he do? Lays it back for Mason Mount, but
I think
the
there
referee has
was a
stopped play.
foul or anything.
Yeah, there was a foul, and that's why the referee has stopped play.
Uh,
But
Ollie, I'll send you the link, mate. I will send you the link. Let's see. I need to keep this. I should. Where's Ollie? Ollie. Yeah. Okay, Ollie, I sent you the link if you want to
yeah, so
jump
maybe
on.
one last chance
And
for
I think the
Milan
ref
to
is going to
attack.
blow his whistle. And
Yep,
he
he
has
just
blown it. That's half time in
yep.
this game.
Eventful first half. A
Yeah.
sending off of Fikayo Tomori and a contentious penalty
Def-
converted by Jorginho
First, I
on
was
his
like
200th
surprised what are
appearance.
you doing with that, but then I was like, yeah, that's smart. I
Yeah,
just
it
need
was a
to
good.
remind myself to read the chat and not press on a comment because if I press on a comment, then it goes away after I remove the comment. So,
Yeah,
but yeah,
but be careful with the
def-
settings.
definitely.
But like I said, it was a contentious penalty, but ultimately it was the right decision because
And
by the letter of the law, Tomori was holding Mason Mount back. And Mount probably went to ground because he had lost a little bit of balance, very similar to the Odegaard Ericsson thing at Manchester United, because clearly Odegaard had his hand on Ericsson's shoulder and was holding him back. And Ericsson just couldn't maintain the balance and fell, and that's exactly what Mount did. So, as the last man as well, according to the letter of the law, he had to be sent off. But I think it is fair to say that maybe the referee tonight has been a bit card happy, and that red card has probably, seen the game descend into a very niggly affair with more and more people getting booked. But
yeah,
no doubts about the second goal. Aubameyang proving his quality, being at the right place at the right time,
yeah,
class finish, and of course the customary backflip. And it was a bit disappointing because prior to this game, AC Milan through Diaz were getting into the game. Diaz in particular was looking very sharp. But of course, with the defender going off, Pioli had to be a little bit more defensive. So he had to sacrifice Diaz for width in Serginho Dest. And that will invariably mean that instead of having a back five, because I don't know if anyone could go at the back, it would mean that quite simply Kalulu would move into the center of the defense and Dest would come in at right back. So Dest would overlap, but probably a 4-3-2 formation from the looks of it.
yeah. Charlie says, no worries, pal, I'm just gonna make some food. Yeah, no worries, man. Get yourself sorted and it's all fine. Mars says, true money, I think I may watch one of the other great matches.
Mm.
Yeah, so it's most, I think that's halftime in all the games. We'll get into the stats. Yeah, halftime. Okay.
Still 0-0 at Celtic Park. I think there will
Okay.
be goals. Maybe Celtic have become a bit more defensive this game.
I
No
said
goals
1-1
in.
for that game, so I won't. RIP. Uh, Money, will you pronounce that please for me? That Greg's
Which one?
comment. Greg,
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't know.
Craig. R.I.P. Dame Angela Lansbury. What a legend. Grew up watching Murder, She Wrote. Oh, man, Craig. Mate, thank you so much. I mean, I remember her from that. I remember her from, obviously, Beauty and the Beast. She provided the voice for Mrs. Potts. Classy lady indeed. And she also appeared in another Disney classic, Bed Knobs and Broomsticks, with David Tomlinson from Mary Poppins fame. So classy actress, classy lady. Rest in peace, ma'am. And Craig, thank you very much indeed for mentioning that, mate.
I don't know who
Oh
she is,
man.
but yeah, commiserations to her family, her friends, and everyone that knew her. So yeah, yeah. Let's get into some of the stats in this Chelsea game. I want to see how many yellow cards has been dashed out. Of course, course. Let's see. So yeah. Okay, so let me share my screen. You guys should be able still to see the
Also
yellow
passed
card.
away at the age of 96, just like Her
Who?
Majesty Queen Elizabeth II.
Who passed away?
Miss Lansbury, she died at 96.
Oh, oh, okay, yeah. About that, yeah, I was like, who? Yeah, shout out to, I don't know, but yeah, shout out to her. Okay, so guys, let's see. So 18th match for Kyle Tomori gets a red card. Self-score saying a professional foul, last man. Yeah, probably. I don't think it was a red card. Manny, do you think it was a red card though? I
Yes,
know
I do
you
think
did.
it was a red card. It was, according to the letter of the law, it had to be a red card.
Okay, fair enough. Mason Mount in the 20th minute yellow card for an argument. Olivier Giroud also gets a yellow card for an argument. Then Jorginho scores his penalty. Then Raheem Sterling gets his yellow card for a foul. Then Matteo Giba, I think, yeah, that foul we said we don't think should be like one, shouldn't be a yellow, but a foul. Then Krunic, yellow card for an argument. So that's in total one, two, three, four, five, 6 cards dashed out in just the first half. If you look who will win, it says uh, 39% Chelsea, 38% Milan, and 22% of draw. It's so tight. It seems like, but yeah. Um, yeah, it's Chelsea have won 4 times, and Milan 0 times. Okay. Let's just look at the lineups again. Now, maybe they don't show how it changes. So, money would, of course, you see these ratings. Of course, I'm selling 6.3. Um,
Yeah, I
and
barely see them,
Materkovic
but
6.3. Um, what do you think has been Chelsea's worst player?
ooh, Sterling
No, who do you think? Who do
has
you
been
think?
Chelsea's worst. Who do I think has been Chelsea's worst player? Very hard to say, because I mean every single one of these players has gotten into the game and done very well. I can't really put my finger on who'd be the worst, to be honest. Kovacic has been important. I think if I had to choose, no, I can't choose. I mean, Chilwell has also come in with a few passes. James has been lively down the right. Chalobah has cleaned up well in defence. Silva, Koulibaly as well has been quite solid. Aubameyang, obviously, I would not call him my worst player. How do I choose? How do I consider Kovacic and Jorginho to be the worst, or Sterling to be the worst? It's hard that people are harsh on Sterling because maybe a few of his passes haven't found the right people just yet. But you know, I think Chelsea are still playing really well. I don't think I can judge. Maybe in terms of who among the Chelsea players has been fouled? Mount and Sterling, right?
Yeah, they have been given yellow cards.
I can't choose. I can't see any player having had a bad game. I think the reason why Kovacic and Sterling have a rating of 6.3 each is because they haven't really been able to, get into the game as much. But
Uh,
you can't negatively rate any player. No.
yeah. Um, uh, I, for me, I don't think Kovacic has been a 6.3. I get maybe Sterling why surface squad giving this rating. One player I would maybe say is Ben Shaw because I haven't really seen him, but then again, we haven't been really attacking down the left. It's been mostly coming from the right and from the middle. Um, but yeah, uh, Tyler says, I think it was red to be fair. Last man, tell to give away as a keeper was coming out.
I can't read this poll.
So yeah, um, what Paul can't you read?
No, because I mean you're reading some comments. I don't think I can see them. You put the
Can't you
poll
see
as
the
well, didn't you?
no, the Paul you want to? You should be able to see the comments.
Hmm.
So, got my food. Feel sick. Hopefully that changes. But people, uh, I have to shoot. You'll be stuck with money. I have to shoot. I need to get to bed. It's simply my time. I have to wake up early tomorrow for school. So I'm going to say
Um,
goodbye. Be
Hannah,
up
before
tired.
you go, there's one thing I just need you to do. Yeah.
Yeah. What? Want me to do? Closing. What do you mean by that? Uh,
Yeah.
oh, yeah. Yeah. Wait. Tyler, if you, the intro and outro, just go to the plus button, then go to video storage. I'll send you also a video on that. So yeah.
Okay.
But we
So if
got
you,
Ollie, he's going to fill in or not fill in, but he's going to join you while I go. Yeah, Tyler, be up yourself, and yeah, you just need to end the stream. But
yeah,
yeah,
I'm not going to end the
yeah,
stream just yet because I see the button
yeah.
up there. That's my responsibility. So you're still on with me, and now let's. If you have to leave, Hannah, thanks a lot for joining in. Oh, final reminder. Um, please subscribe to this guy's channel. I am going to. Let's take a look and see here. Oh,
Okay.
and
Yeah, be up, everyone, and yeah, cheers, cheers, Ollie. I got to shoot, so
Yeah,
yeah,
good to see you though. Big up.
be up, and yeah, Tyler, I will send you just video how to play intro and outro and everything. Yeah, cheers.
See ya.
so Ollie, good to see you. Good to see you. Good to
And you
see
good.
you. And of course, Arsenal are playing on Thursday. They'll be
Yep.
up against Bodo Glimt in the Norwegian Arctic. Are you excited for that game?
Yeah, excited. I mean it's away. And we absolutely dominated them home, so I don't see why not another win. I mean I think again I did say in the home fixture that we would rest a lot of players and we did and we won the game 3-0 comfortably. So once again I'm expecting us to rest all our players. We'll play in the Leeds game and then we'll be ready for the Leeds game. I don't want to see, unless there's injuries, anyone who started in the Liverpool game, purely because yeah they need a rest. And I think the team we're playing in the Europa League, it doesn't look good on paper, but it seems to be doing well, and we get the wins in the game as well. And I'll probably predict a 2-1 because I feel like the home support with Bodo Glimt, they'll probably score a goal.
Yeah, I'm going for a 3-1 because we should have enough firepower to, you know, beat them handily. And
Mm.
obviously, if Nketiah starts, I do expect another goal from him. Quite fair to say that when we played Glimt at the Emirates Stadium, that goal should have actually gone to Kieran Tierney with that
Yeah,
amazing shot that just hit the post. But Nketiah was there, just like Aubameyang would have been. Typical opportunist goal. So listen, he can score in the Europa League and do well there. That's perfectly okay. And
yeah.
that's. But he also needs to try to translate that form into the Premier League when he is asked to play. And um, it looks as though the players are already back out on the field over at the San Siro, which is
Um,
a bit of a surprise. And you're not watching the television, are
yeah,
you?
I'm watching the game. I think I'm behind again. But Manny, Hanno said to look through for the comments, so I'll just read for what I can see. It says, "Manny, end it at the end when you want to, mate.
Yeah,
Potter got
yeah.
these
Tyler,
playing
I've got it.
better football than Tuchel. Shakhtar winning. Arsenal take over Tuesday to Thursday. And Shakhtar 1-0 Madrid. Oh, wait, Shakhtar are beating Madrid.
Yeah, I wonder who scored the goal over there. Let me
Hmm.
just take a look and see.
What's your thoughts on obviously Juventus lost, didn't they? 2-0.
Yeah, Juventus actually look extremely weak for some reason, and
Hmm.
it is really a surprise that they have been so poor so far. So
And it
I think
was
it's a
the Man
case of
City
where
game was a
they're
bit
they're
weird as
they're
well,
on
wasn't it?
themselves. Yeah.
Yeah. Shakhtar have scored. It's 1-0. Zubkov with the goal. I'm not sure who that is.
Yeah,
Zubkov.
Zubkov.
Yeah.
And Mudryk, of course, is starting up front. And they've got their striker, Lassina Traore, who's also playing up front in what looks like a 4-1-4-1. I am surprised, really, because no, Mudryk is actually playing on the right of the midfield. Zubkov on left of midfield, rather. Zubkov on the right.
Haven't rated Juve for a while. And
And
James says 3-1 Chelsea. I'm guessing that's your score prediction. But Zagreb 1-1 against Salzburg. That started. Second half, obviously, Real Madrid losing 1-0. 0-0 Celtic. 1-1 Dortmund. And still 1-0 Paris and German, obviously. Man City drew 0-0. Shocking result for them. Ending their winning streak. And then obviously Juventus with a shock loss. I mean, as Manny said, Juventus aren't doing well at the moment. Yes, I think the players are coming out now, as Manny said. I think Manny is ahead of me, so Manny will give me updates on the goal, and I'll see them as they go in. But no, obviously I'm going to be off for college for 2 weeks, so I'll be quite free with streams really. Although on Saturday I am going to London. You know the thing I told you about. We're taking the bus to London. And then we're coming back on the Sunday. But my mum and sisters
yeah.
are going to Wales when I go. So we've planned this event for a while. We're going to see James Hype in a nightclub, my first nightclub. So that'll be fun.
Yeah,
Conor
you
Gallagher,
enjoy that. You enjoy that. Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
Gallagher's come on for
yeah.
Mason
Gallagher.
Mount. Mount has been taken quite a few injuries, so Milan should be kicking off, and they have just kicked off. Milan are now
Well,
attacking from right to
I'm a
left.
little bit behind you. I'm still. I'll tell you when they kick off. I'm still on them showing the players now. I'm probably 20 seconds. I'll tell you. Tell me what minute you're in, and then I'll tell you when it kicks off.
No, just tell me when it kicks off.
Right. Okay. I'll tell you when it kicks off. Okay. They're showing the camera on Giroud now. Referee's getting ready. Um. There we go. Kick off now.
So you are 32 seconds behind me. So
Okay.
so basically, I don't want to go too far ahead, but
No.
we see now that Milan are attacking, and it's with
Yeah.
Theo Hernandez on the left, all the way with Gabia to
Chelsea.
Kalulu, who's moved to the center of defense. I
Wait.
mean,
Why
I
do you think they
thought
subbed off Mason Mount? By the way, for
he took a few knocks. That's why he had a few
oh
injuries. So
oh
obviously, Milan, instead of playing a back five like I'd hoped would happen or thought would happen, they've gone to a basic back four with Dest coming in. Serginho Dest will also provide some width down the right and can possibly overlap and help out. It'll be a 4-3. It could be a 4-3-2 from the looks of it because the midfield, of course, will have to tighten up a little bit. I
Algeri
just
will be
wonder.
sacked and Conte. Juventus want Conte.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
did you
it's
hear recently apparently Jose Mourinho has been arrested? I'm not sure what for.
I haven't heard that, and
No,
I don't know if I don't want to talk about this. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of Mourinho as a
no, I
coach
don't
or
like
as a
Mourinho.
person, but obviously what's happened to him might not be good, and I hope he's
No,
able to solve that. Jorginho with a long pass, and Chilwell was on the end of that, but couldn't really come to grips
I'm
with it.
46 minutes and 30 seconds in. So are you on the 47th minute?
Just got to the 47 minutes, so you're about 30
Right.
seconds behind me.
Yeah, 30 seconds. Reece James on the ball now to Jorginho. Chelsea just with a bit of possession here now. Aubameyang
Yeah,
just get a first touch.
exactly. Now, of course, Koulibaly had to pass that back to Kepa.
Or was that offside there? Pushed over. Yeah, offside.
Oh, Chilwell was offside, was he? Yeah, I don't think I saw the flag, but clearly Chilwell wasn't quite able to get to grips with everything. So yeah, I don't know why you've been. I don't know where you are at the moment, but I don't know why you've been brought backstage.
Gosh, what happened?
Yeah,
I
that's
don't know
better.
what happened there. I don't know what happened.
I think maybe I know that Tyler's got the controls, so
Oh,
I
right.
think
Tyler's
he's
got it.
yeah.
Why
Dest
isn't
now,
Tyler in
who's
the
coming to
stream
the
then?
team. Tonali, good save that by Kappa, but and also cleared out, so Chilwell can deal with it.
Wait, so is Tyler just controlling the stream? He's not going to join the stream.
No, I think what he's doing is he's controlling the ticker, he's controlling a lot of the
Oh, right.
graphics and so forth,
Okay.
and the media. So it's with Gallagher now, who
Oh,
passes
that's
it
why he
back
did
to
all the
Jorginho.
clicks.
Reece James, Jorginho, Kovacic.
Chance here facing Milan. Good save from Kepa.
Yeah, now for some reason I've lost my signal, so I'm going to have to try to, switch it
Oh,
off and
you've
come
lost
back
your
on.
signal. Oh,
No, we'll
oh.
see. We'll see. We'll see. I'll just take a look and
Aubameyang on
see
the
now.
Aubameyang there to Gallagher. Gallagher on the ball now. Gallagher to Jorginho. And the wings are Reece James.
Yeah, and
Is it back now, Manny?
yeah, it is back. It is back.
Right.
And we see that there's a through ball to Gallagher there, who rounded the keeper brilliantly and tried to curl it in, but it hit the side netting. Was never going to score from there. But now you can see that Serginho Destins coming on has looked quite pacey and lively and provided some purpose. The US international.
Gallagher. Oh, side netting there looked like a goal.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, now Gallagher's sort of coming into the game, and obviously, I mean, both sides have been able to create some good chances, but it's a question of being, yeah.
Manny, quite a dominant performance for Chelsea in the first half. Do you see AC Milan coming back in this game, or do you feel like Chelsea will get the win in this game?
I think Chelsea should get the win. I mean, if they're 2-0 up, they normally score a third goal, and they will get it. AC
Oh yeah,
Milan might get a
Dest used to play
consolation.
for Barcelona, didn't he?
Yeah,
Is
he
he
was.
on? Is he on loan or is he permanent?
He
That
is
he's
on
gone?
loan from Barcelona
Right.
because they brought Hector Bellerin, ex-Arsenal,
Oh
and another
yeah,
player.
yeah.
Jorginho, Chilwell, chipped inside.
They also have
And
former Arsenal player Olivier Giroud as well, don't they?
yep, Olivier Giroud also. He played for Arsenal and, of course, won the Europa
Yep.
League and Champions League with Chelsea.
So yeah, he's playing against his former club. Who's that? Koulibaly is playing well. He
Yeah,
looks a bit like Lukaku, doesn't he?
not quite. I mean, Lukaku has a slightly different body
Oh
frame, and
yeah,
Koulibaly is bald, you see.
Oh yeah. Oh, chance there for James. What's he doing? James there. But no, obviously I did get my thoughts on the Aubameyang goal. What was your thoughts on him? Are you happy for him?
I am happy for him. I'm happy for him because, he's playing on the big stage. He's proving what a fine striker he is. And the reason why I don't want him back at Arsenal is because he's obviously thriving, and I don't want him to come back and
No,
possibly
he
be
won't.
put
He won't come back, Manny.
under pressure. I mean, you never know.
No,
Maybe if Arteta
I'm not
goes,
saying I'm not happy for him. It's just that he's wearing the wrong shirt. It was nice in an Arsenal shirt for our rival club. which I don't really like. But you know, fair play. He's doing well. He scored a few goals this season.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the
I mean,
circumstances.
personally, I was one of those players who wanted him, fans who wanted him to stay at Barcelona. But obviously, with the house robbery and with the chance to come back to England, it was kind of a no-brainer for him. You know, the fact that everyone was laughing that Tuchel left, and he went there to
Yeah,
reunite with
through
them.
ball from Koulibaly, but Aubameyang was sort of beaten to it by Gabia, who concedes a corner. So the reason why I
Gallagher.
speculate about him coming back is that, you know, Aubameyang will always have a soft spot for the
Yeah, he
Arsenal.
has
He
the
was our
tattoo as
captain,
well, doesn't he?
and he nearly scored 100 goals for us. So maybe
Mm.
if
Wait,
Arteta
how many
is
goals does he have for Arsenal?
92 in all competitions, so
92.
he will.
Wait, are we ending the stream? Tyler said he's doing the outro.
No. That's his responsibility. I'm
Oh, right.
responsible for deciding when it ends,
Right.
but
Okay.
he will be doing the outro.
Okay. All right, cleared away there from AC Milan. I think it's all Chelsea dominant so far at the moment. I haven't seen any chance from AC Milan. 52 minutes in for me now. Corner from Chilwell, yet to be
Yeah.
taken. Yeah, you got now. Don't worry, though. Okay.
Reece James,
Chilwell.
Koulibaly.
Are you past the corner, Manny? Did anything happen from the corner?
Nothing very much happened really.
Yeah, nothing from the corner. Chelsea, Sterling. It's a bit weird to see Sterling at Chelsea as well. The fact that he was doing well at Man City, but obviously, you know, they're doing well without him. So Manny, I think you're on mute. There we go.
City
You're
are
back.
recycling their squad. They're trying to level up, obviously.
Hmm.
So it's what it is. City's
What
loss could
are
be
you
Chelsea's
eating?
game. Just some chicken.
Oh, chicken. Cool. All right, Gallagher on the attack here to Sterling.
Nearly a chance for Aubameyang there. A mishit shot finds Aubameyang, who was caught unawares and just couldn't steer it past the goalkeeper. But still time for Aubameyang to score. Normally, what happens is the Potter will keep Aubameyang on for about an hour
Feel well.
and then bring him off for.
Oh yeah,
Havertz.
yeah. I saw that Aubameyang chance.
Yeah, great. Yeah.
But
So,
they're
James,
all
Kovacic, they were there.
obviously
Yeah.
Liverpool playing tomorrow as well, and English teams playing. Is it just Liverpool playing tomorrow?
Spurs are playing tomorrow too.
Spurs, yeah. I think that Liverpool is going to be tough because Rangers away, but I think I have a home feeling that Tottenham will win against Frankfurt.
Both Liverpool and Tottenham should win. Rangers
Yeah.
came to Anfield. They offered nothing. I predict
But
a
they're at the
similar Liverpool
Ibrox
win.
this time, though. Do you still think they'll lose at the Ibrox?
No, because Liverpool have the experience to be able to deal with Rangers.
Right. Okay.
Right.
And
so
then with the Tottenham game, it was 0-0. Do you think they'll win at home then?
they should.
Yeah.
I don't see Frankfurt offering much resistance, to be honest.
No. Oh, yeah. Foul there on Theo. I don't know who Theo is.
Theo Hernandez, the Milan captain.
Right. Oh, okay. He's the captain. Who's the captain for Chelsea, Money?
Jorginho. He's playing his 200th
Oh, yeah.
game for the club tonight. And for Thiago Silva, it's his 100th Champions League game.
Right. How do you know that, Money? Is it from the commentator?
It's from the team news.
Oh, from the team news. Oh, right. I don't know what's going on here. I think the referee. Oh, yeah, that was a bit dirty on James. Did he get a card for that? Because he won the ball and then he fouled Theo. Oh, yeah, he is the captain. He's wearing the armband.
Slatan in the stands.
Potter getting a
Currently
bit
injured.
angry there. I think James is injured now, is he? He's heavily breathing on the floor. Theo is up, the guy who was fouled. VAR is in the game, though. They might be reviewing what happened. There's Zlatan
Actually,
Ibrahimovic watching on the game.
yep, injured. Poor guy wishes he was
I
out there.
think, yeah. Wait, is Zlatan still playing football for AC Milan?
He's just injured.
Right.
He was obviously a part of the team which won the Scudetto last season. Now, James is being taken off, so Chelsea are momentarily down to 10 men. So it's even Stevens in terms of players on the pitch now for both Milan and Chelsea. AC Milan free kick. Now, the reason why they weren't going to review that is
2-0
because it
Western.
actually... Who?
My team, Western Supermare, winning 2-0.
Very nice. And according to Tyler, there's a penalty to Benfica, so we'll
there?
see if
Oh.
Benfica can equalise or if Donnarumma saves it. And over here, it's a corner to AC Milan. Thiago
Let me
Silva
just
doing
go
a
over
good
to
job.
that game and see the penalty.
Are you watching it on Sky or BT?
BT Sports, so I can switch over to the games. I think there is a penalty. Yep, there's a penalty for Benfica.
Yeah.
I'll tell you about that now. You watch the Chelsea game.
Yeah.
So
Hernandez with the
Benfica
corner,
take
out swinging left footer, straight to Giroud, and cleared away.
Do you drive, Money?
I have a license, but I don't drive.
Yeah. Oh, really? Oh no, I've got my theory test coming up soon. And I believe from my notification it's 1-1. I haven't seen the goal yet.
Yeah, but we will see about it.
So it's Donnarumma versus How Mario. Who did he used to play for? I know him.
Donnarumma, of course, was
He
the
played
AC
for
Milan
Inter
keeper.
Milan.
AC Milan.
Oh, João Moreira played for West Ham, and yeah, it's 1-1. Good penalty down the middle. Fans celebrating. I'll go back to the Chelsea game now.
Down the middle. Did Donnarumma dive?
He went to the right and he, kind of down the side middle. But no, it's a good penalty. 1-1 PSG versus Benfica. I'll try and update you on the other scores. Obviously, 2-0 in the Chelsea game. 1-1 Salzburg Zagreb. 0-0 Celtic Leipzig. Shakhtar Donetsk 1. Real Madrid 0. Borussia Dortmund 1. Seville 1. And then obviously the PSG game 1. PSG 1. Benfica 1.
Yeah. Hernandez
Why are
now
they
down the
still
left.
playing? Oh no, that's
Rafael Leao. And very nearly impeded by Gallagher, but still down the left. Nice cross in. Escapes Tonelli, but it's with Dest now, who blasted over the bar. So Milan are coming back into this with their 10 men, and it looks as though the the introduction of Dest in the first half, rather, was an inspired substitution. Chelsea went to a 4-man defence, Dest is right back, but Dest has the energy and very nearly scored, not too far away from the top corner.
Wigan 1, Blackburn 0, Charlton 2, Exeter 1. MK Dons, I think there's a losing 1-0 to Bristol Rovers and 4-1 Peterborough. Any other games? Nope. But no other goals. I will switch over if there's a goal because I can do that on my app. So I'm just watching the Chelsea game now.
Tragically, with an hour gone.
Yep,
Reece James is down, and Reece James is on the floor. So it looks as though he can't carry on. And the Chelsea club captain, Cesar Spilicueta, will be coming on. Just showing us highlights of the attempt from Dest. Some great work down the left. But the shot from Dest was not the best. And that left the Rossoneri fans in a state of unrest. I think it's fair to say, Ollie, that the that decision against Tomori really set Milan back. And a double substitution now. So James obviously will be coming off for Azpilicueta, who will take the armband from Jorginho, obviously. And Azpilicueta, of course, who started against Wolves and had a pretty good game, but has been kept out of the side by Reece James. But he now stands to come on in his 10th season, of course, with the club. And Loftus-Cheek is also preparing to come on.
Oh yeah,
He will be
Loftus Cheek
and he will
and
be
Azpilicueta.
replacing Raheem Sterling.
And yeah,
So,
Reece James is coming off now. I was actually considering getting him fantasy, so it's good he's injured now.
right, and Milan have made a change as well. Uh, Pobega has come on, as has let's see who this is. I think we'll see who's come on now. Yeah, Tommaso Pobega has come on for Ismail Benacer, and Giroud has been replaced as well.
Oh really? Oh no.
Yeah,
Who's he
so it
coming
looks
on
as
for?
no, Giroud has gone off.
Oh sorry,
They're
who
just
coming off?
yeah, they're just confirming the Chelsea substitutes first, and
Right, okay.
straight to
Yeah, Giroud looks a
transfer.
bit angry coming off here. Don't know
Well,
who's
he has
coming
no
on for.
choice to come off. I think it's fair to say that he's been stifled of
All right.
service, and it's the
But
Croatian.
Giroud's
It's
a
the
good player though. Why is he's like he's going off for Rebic? I know Rebic. He's
yeah,
Croatian,
anti
isn't
Rebic. Yep,
he? Is he
yep.
Croatian? Yeah, who he used to play for Frankfurt.
Hmm.
Yeah, so Rebic come on for Giroud and Pogba has come on for Benker. Sterling's come off for Loftus-Cheek and says Lucas to come off for the injured
Yeah,
Reece.
yeah. Azpilicueta's on, so Azpilicueta has the armband. Gallagher now. Aubameyang. Gallagher winging his way through. Chilwell. Aubameyang intercepted by Dest, but
Abamba
still with
Balaza.
Chilwell. Aubameyang now, and Milan should be able to eventually clear their lines. So it looks as though Milan coach Pioli wants to get some
I want
fresh.
Milan to score. Come on, Milan.
I think he wants some fresh legs over there. He already brought Dest on, and of course with Rebic and Pobega coming on, there will be maybe an edge in the midfield.
Chance here for Chelsea. I have a feeling Aubameyang might be subbed off. I don't know how many subs they're allowed in the UCL, Manny?
5.
5. Okay. So they've made 3 or 4, is it? 3.
Yeah, 3.
3.
So far, Ober's scored, but for some reason he hasn't quite been able to get his second. It's been a bit of a theme with him. He'll score one goal,
Wait,
then
Manny, is
come
it
off.
2 a.m. in India?
Yep, about to be 2 a.m.
Thank you.
1:57 my time. But hey, it's worth it. I love staying
UK
up for
time,
these
I'd
games.
probably be asleep.
Yeah, it's about 9:30 for you lot, isn't
What
it?
time do you go to bed? Do you not like go to bed late?
Yeah, I mean, like 3 o'clock is normally a decent time. I still get up at about 8
Right.
or 9 and go about my day.
Oh, yeah, I usually go to bed 10:30 UK time because I have to wake up around 8 o'clock to go to college. Oh, hello, Joe. How you doing, Joe? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for going on my Instagram live earlier on.
So
I
Theo's
don't know
having
what.
a yeah,
Sorry, I think Tyler's put some links to. Oh yeah, he's put a
yeah,
link to
his
guys. So
YouTube channel.
his YouTube channel and his extra channel as well, and then he just put a laughing emoji
Right.
as well. But
Yeah.
no, big up Joe in the comments here. I can't bring them up because Hannah isn't here, but no, big up Joe.
Yeah.
We're just watching the game. I think he's watching the game. It's 2-0
I think it's
Chelsea.
fair to say that when Gallagher came on for Mount, it sort of dulled Chelsea's attacking impetus a bit because that 3 of Mount,
Got
Sterling,
some
and
news for
Aubameyang
you.
were
Western are top of the league, Joe. They're
very
winning
nice.
They're winning 3-0.
Yeah. So as I was saying, when Mount was
Yeah, go on, sir.
substituted for Gallagher, it looks as though Chelsea's attack has been sort of dulled a bit because in the first half, of course, Mount, Sterling, and Aubameyang were combining really well.
Yeah.
Had those 2 goals and everything. And now it's a Chelsea free kick and another booking, and it's the substitute Pobega who has gone into the book.
Right. Chelsea on the attack here.
You know, I was just joking with Hannah about that song by Queen, Another One Bites the Dust. There's a foul on Loftus-Cheek there. Not very nice. A nice way of saying, welcome to the game, son. And clearly Loftus-Cheek didn't enjoy that welcome.
Wait, why were you talking about the Queen song, Another One Bites the Dust?
No, because like every time somebody goes
Yellow
into the
card.
referee's notebook for a card or something, you used to have that song. Boom,
Oh yeah,
boom, boom.
Pogba, he's been subbed on, hasn't he? He's got a yellow card. He doesn't seem happy about that. What happened? Was it a foul on Loftus Cheek there? Yeah, two
Yeah, it was a
subs.
fact.
Oh, that was dirty there. That was dirty.
It was dirty.
He
You can
almost
see
has the
that
ball and then he puts a foot out, forcing him to fall over. Giroud doesn't look
exactly.
happy with that as well, playing with his hair.
Well, I mean, like obviously he was frustrated at the lack of service. Had
I
one or
mean,
two chances.
with his goal, his name as well. Obviously, Olivier is the French version of saying Oliver. So in school, I was actually called Olivier in my French lessons. Um,
Oh,
and also a fun fact is that Olivier also translates to Olivia. So if there was a girl called Olivia in the French version, it would also be Olivier as well. So I think his English name's Oliver, but his probably because he was born in France, his birth name is Olivier.
yeah, he was born in France, and he would be, of course, given a French name. I think that
And
goes without saying.
Olivier is obviously, I think it's Olivier, and in the British version, there's no I. So
Yeah, it's a bit like the famous British actor Laurence Olivier. You know.
yeah, Laurence Olivier. Yeah. Well, my sister's called Lauren, and I think Lauren's more of a French name because Laurent Koscielny, um, the Lorraine is quite a French.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So Chelsea win a corner, and clearly Theo Hernandez is not happy.
Okay.
Normally, one of the
Chelsea.
reasons why I like doing streams with Hanno is because we're either completely in sync or he's about 1 or 2 seconds ahead of me.
Yeah.
So
Come on, Westendorf.
he, yeah. And you see the smile on
Yeah, I
Oda's face.
saw
He's enjoying that.
Hanno celebrating the Bamian goal before you.
Yeah, he does that now. He says, "Come on, come on, come on," and then when it's a goal, he cheers. So he sort of,
He's
comes
almost
in
as
before me.
crazy than me and when Arsenal score.
Almost
Oh, I don't
doesn't
know
even
what
need to
Azpilicueta
describe
is
it.
doing there. Um.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he went down a bit, didn't he? And he got a bit angry.
Yep.
Aubameyang smiling there. I don't know why they're showing him smiling. I don't know what happened. Corner here for Chelsea. Now I think it's Gallagher to take the substitute who came on at half time. Everyone's in the box, obviously apart from the goalkeeper, and I think someone's outside the box. Goalkeeper off his line. Corner taken by Gallagher in. Oh, someone's down there. Is that a penalty check? Maybe.
No penalty, no penalty. I mean, I'm pretty certain that that was innocuous, and VAR didn't have anything to say about it. Now it's with Chilwell now, and obviously Chelsea are trying to make their advantage count, but they're going after Ruben Loftus-Cheek, who's just come in. Now Loftus-Cheek started in the game at Stamford Bridge, but obviously for this match in Milan, they brought on Jorginho with his experience and also the fact that he was playing his 200th Champions League game tonight. Kovacic now. And it is with now with Gallagher, Koulibaly. And once again, my signal has failed me at the worst possible time. But
VAR check at Celtic Park. What's going on at Celtic Park? I don't know what's going on. He says could be a pen for Leipzig. Check over. I think that means things not. But no, in obviously I think the Dortmund game is the most ahead, 77th minute there, coming up to the 75th minute in most games. Obviously, I think the Chelsea game must have started a bit later because it's the 71st minute, and all the other games are a bit
yeah.
ahead. Oh,
So
1-0
right,
Leipzig. 1-0 Leipzig. Let me check that now.
yeah. So over
Oh,
here in the Chelsea game, Chalobah was able to run in. He took a shot wide of the goalkeeper there. So 20 minutes left. I'm not too sure that Chelsea can sit on this lead because despite having a man down, Milan are coming back strongly there. But good work there by Kovacic. Chilwell now on the left. And obviously the combination of Dest and Rebic coming to
yeah,
clean that
Manny.
up.
I'm gonna. Oh yeah, Leipzig have scored. Is that Timo Werner? I think Timo Werner scored against his old club. He has. No, but Manny, I'm gonna have to go in a few minutes. So thanks for having me on.
Cheers, cheers, cheers. If
Yeah.
you need to go, just I will.
I'll let you know in the
Just
private chat when I need to go.
yeah. So before you go, don't hesitate to shout out your channel. Okay.
Yeah, I'll shout out in a minute. But let me just talk you through the goal. Yeah, header there from uh Werner, and it's 1-0 Leipzig against Scottish side
Yeah.
Celtic.
I think it's fair to
Um,
say that if Celtic lose, then that could very well be the end of their Champions League adventure. Clearly,
well,
their
did you
lack of
know
experience has
there was
hurt
a
them.
stat today that Bellingham has scored in every Champions League game he's played in for Borussia Dortmund. So it's quite an interesting fact because I don't think many other players have done that. They've probably scored in most games. But well, another thing is, Manny, why wasn't Haaland playing today in the Man City game?
I think Guardiola wanted to rest him,
Right.
but what was surprising was that he didn't even bring Holland on.
No, he didn't. And the fact that they were 0-0 down and he didn't even bring him on was a bit stupid. I mean, I was speaking to Russ the other day, and he was saying about I spoke to a United fan today, and he's saying about playing Debradka on Thursday, but I don't. I think they'll play De Gea. What do you think that they'll possibly start Debradka or not?
Well, I mean, here's the thing: their record now is played 3, won 2, lost 1. I think the only chance that either Dubravka or Heaton have of getting a game would be if United secure qualification.
And to be honest, they don't need to. Haaland, is that Haaland or Debradka? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, because Holland didn't play, he wasn't he didn't start, and he didn't come off the bench. I think it's fair to say that you know Guardiola wanted to rest him. You can't keep playing him for the full 90 minutes every game. He has to have a rest.
So, Manny, yeah, I will go now. Obviously carry on with the game, but I'll just shout out my socials. Obviously, you can find me DJ Sinclair on YouTube. As I always say, I've just hit 1K. The next big game is 2K. You can catch me in there with obviously Manny's on there as well and a few other guests. I'm not sure when my next stream is, but just check out my videos for the watch hours. And then on Instagram, personally, Ollie.Sinclair556. And my fan page is Aaron_Ram, so fan page 1. And
Right.
finally, my TikTok is Ollie as Epic556, and you can personally DM me for other socials up my Xbox or PlayStation, which I wouldn't say that out loud, but no, big up Manny for having me on. Obviously, as I briefly saw Hanno as well, and big up Tyler as well. So I'll see you soon, Manny. Take care.
Cheers,
See ya.
Ollie. Thanks a lot for coming on,
Bye.
mate. And
All right.
yeah, so there was while you were talking, there was a chance for Milan there, a combination of Rafael Leao and Ante Rebic. Possibly trying to make something happen, but Koulibaly came there to cut them off. So still no joy for Milan, and with 15 minutes to go, again, it just goes to show that you can't really sit back on a 2-0 lead, especially not against a Milan team furiously trying to come back. But Loftus-Cheek now, acres of space. What can he do? Through ball to Aubameyang, and was Aubameyang offside? I think he was. And actually, probably well, I think it's fair to say that he had just about snared the offside trap there. A fumble there from Chalobah, which let Rafael Leao in, and Rebic was on his side, but a combination of Chalobah and Koulibaly cutting him off quite well. So no joy there for Rafael Leao. Chelsea win a corner. So Aubameyang was not offside. And it could very well be that in the next few minutes, Aubameyang does get subbed off and Havertz comes on. So, clearly Hanno's not happy with there is what's going on over there in that game between Blackburn and Wigan. But we're concentrating on Chelsea and Milan. Chelsea, of course, are still up 2-0. About 14 minutes plus stoppages left. Rafael Leao against Conor Gallagher. And Rafael Leao wins. What does he do now? Tries to weave his way through a few players, but Loftus-Cheek has the better of him. Jorginho now. To Gallagher. To Loftus-Cheek. Azpilicueta. Jorginho. Back to Azpi. Chalobah. Thiago Silva. Chilwell now. Aubameyang down the left, who will pass it back to Kovacic. Thiago Silva. Brilliant CB, yeah, some good defensive work over there. Carter Vickers, playing for Celtic in the UCL, used to play for Luton, and he also, if memory serves me right, was on the books at Tottenham Hotspur. Come on. Koulibaly now. To Chilwell. And Aubameyang has moved back into the centre. It's with Kovacic now. To Loftus-Cheek, who inexplicably passes it back. And we see Havertz now up on the sidelines, which means that Aubameyang will probably be saying bye-bye, Yang. Bye-bye, Yang, rather. But probably they'll have to wait until this play gets over. Koulibaly. That was Chalobah, rather. Now it's Koulibaly. Aubameyang. Jorginho. Gallagher. On the right with Azpilicueta. Loftus-Cheek. A rather short pass controlled by Azpilicueta. Jorginho. Back to Aspi. With Gallagher now. And Chelsea are still keeping the ball very well, but an inexplicable pass back. And Kepa controls the pass to Koulibaly. So, no need to make a sub as of yet. It's with Chilwell now. Kovacic, Aubameyang, Koulibaly, Jorginho, Loftus-Cheek, Azpilicueta, Jorginho now, Thiago Silva. And with that stoppage, Milan and Chelsea can make their substitutions, I think. So we will see who comes on. Yeah, foul there from Tonali on Jorginho. Definitely not well appreciated. And probably a little too late, but yeah, Chelsea, Aubameyang goes off. Another start, another goal, a few chances missed. Been the story of his time at Chelsea so far, but hey, he's scoring goals. And now Kai Havertz comes on to try and make an impact. The captain, Theo Hernandez, goes off, and he is replaced by Fode Ballo-Touré, who, of course, started at Stamford Bridge. And a disappointing night for Rafael Leao ends with a substitution brought off for the former Liverpool midfielder, Divock Origi. Sure, Liverpool might want to have him back now. And a penny for that poor man's thoughts. Not the best night tonight for Olivier Giroud, but I'm sure with France at the upcoming World Cup, he will have bigger fish to fry. Kovacic. Koulibaly. Good footwork there from the Senegalese defender. And yeah, that was easy pickings for Ballo-Touré there, and he passes it back to Taisanu. Snapping at his heels was, yeah, it's now with Kovacic. Gallagher now. Azpilicueta was the one snapping at his heels. It's with Kovacic. And now it's with Origi, who can break. It is 2 against 3 now for Milan. On the side, on the left. And now furiously running back. That was Ante Rebic there. Serginho Dest now with the ball. Let's see what he can do. Pass through. And cleared by the Chelsea defense. Chilwell keeps it in, but hands it back to Milan. Rebic now with the ball. To Dest. Pobega. Into the penalty area, but easily cleared. Combination of Tonali and Kalulu bringing it back for Milan. Tonali then crosses it in, but easily claimed by Kepa Arrizabalaga. Another start for the young Spaniard, and I think he's well recovered from 2 very difficult seasons at Chelsea. He's now gotten back his first team spot, at the expense of Edouard Mendy, who clearly needs some time off to rebuild his confidence and get back his form. Kepa's done reasonably well so far, not really made any big saves of note in most games, but he's been solid so far. About 8 minutes to go in this game, plus stoppages to come, and fair to say that both teams were evenly matched, but that contentious penalty call and the sending off of Fikayo Tomori probably changed the game. Of course, AC Milan did make a big fist of it and try to come back into it, but Chelsea just had that one-man advantage and it counted. Havertz in the penalty area, and was he offside? Looks as though we'll take a look at that. So probably just on, but first touch let him down there. Yeah, couldn't really control it with his left foot. Maybe it might have been better using the side of his foot to control it. Appreciative, of course, of the good work there, but 7.5 minutes left. And once again, we see Milan trying their best, but this could very well be another depressing home defeat for them. Not quite as impressive as when they won the Scudetto last season, with several first-team players prevalent, and a rather weak goal kick there. And an update from Tyler. It's 2-0 to Leipzig, so Celtic are in all sorts of trouble. Their Champions League adventure could very well be over with a whimper. And a goal for PSG, which was disallowed for offside. Kylian Mbappe with that effort. So a lot of discontent at PSG, but the thing about Mbappe and Neymar is that they put their differences aside and still managed to score some goals. But there could be some problems for PSG. I know that they've got Marseille snapping at their heels in Ligue 1, and Benfica obviously are fancying their chances. So, would I take Mbappe over Jesus? No, I'm happy with Gabriel Jesus. I think he's slotted into the team, done very well. Mbappe, to me, seems to be a little bit of, if you're going to get into a battle with Neymar, who is arguably more established at PSG than you, then notwithstanding the fact that you're a Frenchman, then I think it's fair to say that for all of his wonderful talent, he might just not be worth it. And of course, listen, we're currently still a Europa League club. Even if we make the Champions League, I'm not sure we'd be interested in him. He wouldn't be interested in us, and his wages and the fee we'd pay for him would be not worth it. But Gallagher now to Chilwell, and the referee blows the whistle for a foul. So nice to see that the card flipping has decreased of late, and obviously the referee today was a little bit card happy. Had to brandish a few cards to try and control the game, but since then I think the players have sort of heeded his message, as if to say, boys, just let it in a bit, don't let it out. And you could say that it's taken a bit of the edge off the game, and a handball there by Havertz, who still protesting but to no avail. And we could see another booking. Conor Gallagher, one of the substitutes. And that was sort of controlled, if you will, by Havertz's upper arm, so rightly given. And referee doing a little bit of a warning there, saying, one more like that, son, and you're in the book. And he's already booked Conor Gallagher as well. So clearly the edge seems to have been taken away, and both teams have sort of settled down a bit. And, when you have Italy and Italian and English teams coming up against each other, whether it's at international level or at club level, it will be a niggly affair. And of course, speaking of which, the draw for the Euro 2024 championships was made earlier this week, or over the weekend rather. England and Italy will be locking horns in their group, a repeat of that contentious Euro 2020 final. And of course, many older England fans like myself will have fond memories of England going to the San Siro and securing that brilliant 0-0 draw to ensure that we qualified for the 1998 World Cup as group winners at Italy's expense. Italy had to get in through a playoff. Sweet revenge almost for the fact that they beat us 1-0 at Wembley Stadium. But that game, of course, saw Paul Ince captain the side with Alan Shearer injured. Paul Gascoigne had a star turn in that game, man of the match. It was basically all about England's midfield, which played brilliantly throughout that game, but couldn't really find the opportunity to make chances for the strikers. But 0-0 it finished. There were chances very, very near the end, one from Ian Wright and one from Christian Vieri, but 0-0 did both teams justice in the end, and they were through. Loftus-Cheek now to Kovacic. Jorginho. Back to Loftus-Cheek. Does he cross? Does he score? He crosses. Azpilicueta finds Gallagher in the penalty area. And tentativeness was his undoing. But Havertz has it now. Jorginho to Kovacic. Back to Jorginho. To Chilwell. Does he shoot? No, he doesn't. He drags it wide. And with 2.5 minutes to go, it looks as though the edge has well and truly been taken away from the game. I think both teams, Milan, are resigned to their fate. Chelsea are content to just sort of take the pace out of it. Never a good strategy to sit on a 2-0 lead, but it is what it is. And Chelsea will be making their final substitution, bringing on the ex-Brighton left-back, Mark Cucurella, who has reunited with Graham Potter at Chelsea. And this sort of begs the question, if and when Azpilicueta were to retire or move on from Chelsea, someone like Tariq Lamptey would be a perfect replacement for him. Worked really well with Cucurella at Brighton, and maybe Chelsea would be in for him. Of course, given Arsenal's own right-back struggles, I wouldn't mind a right-back like Lamptey. We also could have had Jed Spence, Max Aarons, any good one. Booking there for Tonali impeded Chilwell quite brazenly there, and the referee bringing him into the book. And that is Chilwell's last act. He goes off for his fellow left-back with about 1 minute to go, plus stoppages. Full time at the Signal Iduna Park. Dortmund 1, Sevilla 1. Real Madrid scoring at the death, so they equalize over in Poland, where the Ukraine national team and club teams are playing. And it is the former Chelsea defender, Antonio Rudiger, with a goal. And I'm assuming, Tyler, that it was scored from a corner kick. Rudiger with his head. Or maybe you can correct me on that. Great work with the ticker, by the way. Wanted to compliment you on that. And excellent work keeping yourself updated with the scores. Thank you very much indeed. And I'll get to your question now. Do you think we will see Mbappe in the Premier League in the future? Hard to say, really, because teams like Manchester City and Chelsea have already gotten the wingers that they wanted. And it was reported that Liverpool would be the most likely destination, but it certainly wouldn't happen this season because obviously Liverpool look set to qualify from their group, and PSG, we can't look beyond them qualifying. So there is no way that Liverpool would want to sign a cup-tied player for their European campaign, although maybe he would help out with their Premiership campaign. It remains to be seen. But now it's Emerson Leao for Milan. One last attack with 4 minutes of stoppage time, straight into the arms of Kepa. Along the ground, and Kepa claims it quite gratefully. And actually, that wasn't Rafael Leao. That was his replacement, Divock Origi. So another Freudian slip. Please forgive me, everyone. But great work down the left by Origi. Obviously, used to do that quite often for Liverpool. And 1 minute of stoppage time has already been played. So it looks as though Milan have been resigned to their fate. I do not see them scoring 2 goals to equalize in the space of 4 minutes, and a rather forlorn-looking Stefano Pioli there, seeming resigned to his fate. And Kovacic loses it, so maybe there could be a goal for Milan. 3 against 2. Rebic, blocked by Koulibaly. And Cucurella now clears it away. His first contribution as a Chelsea player to stop another Milan attack. Right, so yeah, any time for the fixtures. Full time in Dinamo in Zagreb. It is Dinamo 1, Red Bull Salzburg 1. So was able to get that game quite well. And of course, PSG 1, Benfica 1. So Benfica giving PSG a good run for their money. And it will remain to be seen what will happen. I think goal difference could very well come into it with both teams having equivalent head-to-head records. I mean, you couldn't even slip a sixpence between them. Frankly, they've 2-1 draws, even Stevens and then some. Yeah, and Rudiger's goal came from a counter attack, so it was quite natural that as a central defender, Rudiger had to come up into the attack. And obviously, a friend of mine, Danny AFC TV, who also has a good channel on YouTube, please subscribe to him. He does streams almost every day, and he and I get together on Thursday nights to cover Arsenal's Europa League games. We'll be covering this Thursday's game in Norway against Bodo Glimt, and we'll be, watching the game and just talking about a lot of football news. An attempted attack there down the left. It must have been Balo Toure with that. And Kepa once again claims it. So 3 minutes about to expire, still 2-0 to Chelsea. And it's fair to say that this game has more or less petered out. So Milan are still looking for a final sting in the tail, a final flourish, if you will, for the sake of their fans. But I'm pretty certain that Chelsea have got this under control. Kepa to Koulibaly now. Thiago Silva. Cucurella. Thiago Silva has been excellent today as well. And good work there as well from Kovacic. To Loftus-Cheek now, who's outside the penalty area, as Azpilicueta. Loftus-Cheek. And bizarrely, well, at the end of that saw... eventually there was an offside against Gallagher, but he ended up coming into position, taking a shot, saved by Tataru Sanu, but Loftus-Cheek with a shot over there that was bizarrely hit against Havertz. And it looks as though that it was an offside against either of Havertz, against Havertz really, because he was involved in the play, although not interfering. But the 4 minutes are up and the referee has in fact blown his whistle. Chelsea are quite satisfied with the result. They definitely look tired, but very satisfying indeed. Their record since Potter became manager in the Champions League is now played 3, won 2, drawn 1. So a good night for everyone all around. Good night, of course, for Aubameyang scoring one more goal. And I think if there's one more criticism of him so far, he's been content to score one goal and then try to almost drop off a little bit. But he has had some chances, and it will probably be a matter of time before he nets his first brace and maybe even scores a hat-trick. I just wonder if he's saving all of that for when Chelsea play against Arsenal, because so far he's scored in every game he's played ever since... he scored 2 in 4, and of course, in his Premier League debut, he scored against Crystal Palace. Conor Gallagher, of course, getting the winner there. And not really much to say about this particular game. Certainly a case of Chelsea doing everything they needed to do and making sure that they got the result they needed. And I've been told that I should be a commentator. Obviously the big problem during these watch-alongs, I love the company coming in, but it's when everything is in sync, Tyler, that, I can do my stuff. But you see Hanno chirping in with his little chants over there, about a second or two ahead of me, but I can't complain. I love working with this young fella. And Tyler, thank you very much indeed once again for the job that you did. Hopefully we can see your face as well, and you can join us in the chat, and we can just sort of have a little bit of a... Yeah, it is difficult. You'd like to be in sync as well. But listen, feel free to, come on, chat with us, shoot the breeze, say what's on your mind, and we are happy to have you as always. And we're just going to go through the scores. Obviously, there was some championship action, and we will get to that in a minute. But the full-time scores: Maccabi Haifa 2, Juventus nil. Problems for the old lady. Copenhagen nil, Manchester City nil. City, of course, not playing Haaland, had a man sent off, missed a penalty. A lot of action, but no goals. Draw between Zagreb and Salzburg, one apiece. Celtic's adventure is falling flat on its face, a 2-0 loss at home. A Real Madrid last-minute equaliser in Poland against Shakhtar, a 1-1 draw between Dortmund and Sevilla at the Iduna Park. And, of course, PSG and Benfica, nothing to separate them. Still 1-1 between them, so it could come down to goal difference as to who wins their group. So PSG are going to have to start firing on all cylinders against the other teams, as will Benfica. And in a few minutes, I will get to some of the championship scores, because I know that Hanno was following them. Obviously, if we take a look at the Wigan game against Blackburn Rovers, the Latics won that 1-0. We'll take a look and see who scored there. And yeah, obviously Chelsea's hopes are completely on the brink, and they certainly don't look like progressing from the group anytime soon. Yeah, there was actually one championship game between Wigan and Blackburn, so that was the only one. One game from the Scottish Premiership, Dundee United beating Hibernian by a goal. And there's also been some women's football as well. Qualifying for the Women's World Cup, the playoffs. Portugal thrashing Iceland 4-1. Switzerland beating Wales after extra time. And so heartbreak there for the Welsh team, women. Their hopes of reaching a first ever major tournament came to an agonizing end. A World Cup playoff final goal by Fabienne Hum for Switzerland right at the end of extra time. So heartbreak there for the Welsh women, but they can be very proud of the campaign they've won. Also, a British Isles Home Nations playoff between Scotland and the Republic of Ireland. Scotland also missing out on a place at the Women's World Cup at the expense of the Republic of Ireland, who won at Hampden to reach their first World Cup final. So obviously a great deal of sadness for Wales and Scotland, but for the Republic of Ireland, they will certainly be joining England, and I think Northern Ireland over there. I think they should be there. Having qualified for the European Championships in 2017 and the World Cup, the defeat means the Scots will now miss out on 2 consecutive major championships, and that's a bitter pill to swallow for Pedro Martinez Losa and his players. But Vera Pauw's squad got the result they needed, and they will be going through to the finals in Australia and New Zealand. So, of course, one thing which I'm going to try and do if I get my channel, I'm hoping to cover the World Cup, but I'm also going to hope to try and cover the Women's World Cup, because it's about time that women's football gets the exposure it needs, and we will take a look at it. Yeah, and Tyler confirms that there was one championship game today. There will be another one tomorrow, and if I'm on, we will be providing some mention of that. Tomorrow, of course, it will be Liverpool and Tottenham playing, and we will see how they do. But for now, frustration for Manchester City, joy for Chelsea, PSG and Real Madrid finding a lot of difficulties. Juventus losing to Haifa, who were definitely happy with that. Mainly draws all around, but Celtic look in deep trouble, dire straits in many ways, and they're going to have to really shape up and accept that they'll need to do a lot more to make sure they're ready for the competition next time. But hopefully they can secure a Europa League place. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, Women's World Cup 100%. I'm looking forward to seeing you do that. And maybe you and I can possibly work together. But we will look into that. For now, though, it is 2:30 in the morning where I am. It is 10 o'clock in the United Kingdom. 11 o'clock, of course, in South Africa, where Hanno Trollope will be asleep. So thanks a lot to him for letting me come on. And we're now about to end the stream. But Tyler, if you could just type your channel into the chat, I will make sure that I shout it out for you, because I'd like to pay tribute to you and say thank you for the work you did with regard to, once again, handling the ticker, handling the scores, providing updates, and keeping me company. I mean, having being a bit lonely wasn't really. I do enjoy being alone, but I also like to have some people in the chat with me. Um, yeah, obviously you won't be here tomorrow, but please shout out your own channel. It's right here, T Boys TV, and make sure you follow him on that channel. Some really good content there. As for me, no YouTube channel of my own, but in addition to Danny AFC TV, let me shout out Del Boy Gunner TV, S Featley TV, Oris Talks Football, obviously this amazing little coach's corner with Hanno Trollope and company, the King's Football Show with King's Sight, Football for Thought podcast with Nipun Sharma, Tony Claude Gunner TV, the True Red Devils podcast, a Manchester United fan channel, but I often come over there to provide a little relief from the partisan Manchester United talk and just talk football among other things. And you can see me on a few other channels as well, just saying my thing and saying what I want to say. And that's pretty much it. Thank you all for joining in. And wherever you are in the world, be at peace. Take care of yourselves. Have yourselves a good night and wake up to a new day tomorrow. And for now, I am out.